9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in. This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a mule.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt you. Better say it with your chest. Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's going on, everybody? How are you? Obadiah is number one as usual. Welcome. How are you tonight, friend?
Mr. Obadiah, how you doing today?
What's going on?
Man, we got a lot to talk about today.
We do, don't we?
Man, I had a good day. I can't lie on that one. Everything came to fruition as a lot of people wanted to see. So yeah, that and hey, can you smell it in the air? It's playoff time, baby. It's playoff time.
Yes. I cannot believe it, guys. It just seems like yesterday the season started and now we are here. What's going on, J-Bo? How you doing? What's going on, Jamie? I see Colquitt is in the building. Welcome.
Yeah, but we got some Colquitt. I'm gonna talk about you later.
This is the Wednesday night edition of the Friday Night Light podcast. And we are so glad that y'all decided to hang out with us tonight. We got a lot to talk about. We got some things to finish up. So y'all come step in. What's going on, JJ Reddick? Colquitt? Okay. We got another Colquitt Packer in the house. How you doing, Lee? Welcome. Mary Person's Bulldog here. Welcome. So, y'all ready to get it started?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm gonna get it started with this. As of what is it? As of today, the polls have closed. You can no longer do appeals to move up or move down with GHSA and the reclassification. So I am looking forward to see how things fall out and fall into place when they release it. When they release their new regions.
Mm-hmm. How you feel about your move or non-move?
Like I told y'all off stage, the move was bigger than football. They felt that all sports could compete at that level, so they submitted their paperwork, and paperwork got approved. I'm good with it. At the same time, I would have been good even if we had stayed in 2A. I was cool with it because that was our home for the longest, for years. That was our home, so it wouldn't have bothered me. But it is, in my opinion, better competition at the 3A level than it would have been at the 2A level. So I'm glad that we're going to have that competition in football and in basketball. My only concern is I know the other sports are going to suffer.
Well, travel or competition?
All we got is football and basketball and track. Everything else, baseball, soccer, tennis, all the other, we're not competitive in those sports. We're competitive in football, basketball, and track.
Okay.
And I mean, it's receipts out there to prove it. Who won? Who was the runner-up in 3A in basketball last year? Us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who won 4 consecutive state titles in 3A? Us.
Consecutive?
So yeah, we won 4 consecutive state titles in track in 3A.
Oh, you didn't say track. I thought you were talking football.
No. I'm talking track. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. In those three sports, we're competitive in 3A. The other sports, we're not. I'm just glad Coach was able to sell it to the AD, and AD bought off on it and submitted the paperwork to appeal.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you guys. Let me hit these comments real quick. What's going on, Jeremy? How you doing, Tracy Fudge? Macon County Bulldogs. You ready for Friday Night League? Good. Marquise, welcome. Oh, that is awesome news. I'm so glad your grandma came home today, and I know you're taking such good care of her. Shout out to grandma. Make sure you take care of yourself, and don't let Marquise get on your nerves. Okay. What's going on, Miss Linda? How are you? We missed you too. I'm glad you were able to get a phone. So glad you were able to listen to us. We missed you too, pretty lady. How you doing, Paris? What's going on, Gary? Thompson Building in the house. What's going on, Raditsky? Jeremy says he's ready for this road trip Saturday. You coming to Macon to take over. Okay, you going to take over the football field because clearly you didn't know nothing about Macon, Georgia. That's not what we're going to take over. Yes, Jamie Yost coming on.
Yeah. He'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back. He taking care of some business, and he had a bad sickness, so he got off. He will be back home soon.
Yeah, once he handles his business, he'll be back. Obadiah says Region 16A should be interesting. Not too much traveling for TCC, like it, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, that could possibly change, just depending on how the brackets go and how the seating goes. But looks like y'all more than likely should not have to travel a lot during the playoffs at all until you head to Atlanta. If you get that far. Oh, you're welcome, Grandma. She said thank you. Good. What's going on, Anthony Poole? We got Washington County in the house. Welcome.
Man, I don't know. Every time I see Waco, I don't know why I think of Wayne County. Every time I see Waco, I gotta burn that in my head. I gotta burn Waco in my head. That is Washington County, not Waco.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you ain't used to the South Georgia football like that. And I'm surprised 'cause y'all used to play them back in the day, didn't you?
No,
Y'all used to,
not Washington County. We played Washington Wilkes, not Washington County. In
all
our
right,
in our 2A days, we played Washington Wilkes, not Washington County.
all right, I got you. How y'all doing tonight?
What's going on, Dro? How are you?
Let me tell you, Jess, I was ready, but in the ninth hour, they pulled it out.
They
Uh,
did,
But we'll get
yep.
to that later.
Okay, we'll get to that later because I'm gonna tell you something that I did not tell you in the beginning of all this fiasco. So I'll say it later on.
Cool.
Okay.
Were y'all ever able to unblock Kenny?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You know what? Let me go try it now.
Okay.
Why was he blocked?
No,
Well,
because I did it by accident because he got caught up. His comments were caught up in a bot, and I went to try and block and delete the robot, and I got him by mistake. So it was my fault.
Okay.
So I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Let me go ahead and read these comments. What's going on, Mr. Ariel Walker? He said, "What's up, my people? It's up from here. Playoff time, babe." You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Bear says, how's everybody doing? Pierce County in the building. What's
All
going
right,
on,
Bear.
Rodney? Yeah,
Rodney,
Bear,
what's
you
going
didn't
on?
see the grove, the business today.
and Jess, I know we're gonna get to it later, but they escaped by the skin of their teeth.
The skin. Rodney, what's going on, Mr. Johnson? He said, "Yo, my people sitting here sipping and smoking a good cigar, listening to the best." All right, coffee on top. I'm pulling
Man, that is my kind of dude right there. He said a good cigar and sipping. Oh, that dude, we got to kick it one day.
Well, I must say, Thirsty, your energy is so bright tonight as opposed to Monday's show.
Hey,
I just wanted to point that out for the people. You seem to be. Wait. Hold on. No. I gotta put it out there. You seem to be in a much, how can I say it?
She's a little chipper.
Yeah, he's chipper tonight.
Do me a favor. Go check the comments in our personal chat, in our group, in our podcast chat, and you will understand why. I'm not putting it out here on this podcast, but go check my comment.
And then I'm saying though, bro, your attitude and your energy is just so amazing tonight.
Hey, do you see my headline?
All right, hold on. I'm looking. Hold on.
It's not showing up on this one.
It ain't showing up right now.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank God.
You talking about all these PDFs?
No.
No. Go up. Go see how he celebrated.
Go up a little bit.
Go see how he celebrated.
Keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's going on, Collins McDaniel? Third season is here. Win or go home. That's right. Hey, Kenneth Hurst, welcome. TCC checking out the show. What's going on? I already told you. Hello, Jeremy. What's going on, Wildcat? How you doing, Darwin? Coffee County in the house, Mr. Walker. Raditsky said, hopefully Jenkins County can get past the first round. Do y'all have a tough matchup? I mean, y'all are 9-1. I would think y'all would get past the first round. I just got to go back and look at the bracket. What's going on, Stephen Tate? I see a lot of Coffee County Trojans in the chat. We're so happy to have y'all. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Darwin? What's going on with you, man?
Jeremy, I don't go to the east side of Macon, Jeremy, so you won't see me this weekend, brother.
Stephen Tate. That's the safest side to be on, if you ask me. But okay, yeah, it's far, but it's the safest side to be on as opposed to okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Folks ain't gonna mess with you over there. Just keep your head down, stab folk business. You be all right.
All right. Now it ain't like you going to Bellevue. You'll be all right.
Patrick Bird, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Bird? We really enjoyed you Monday night. Thank you.
Sure did.
Marquis said, Mr. Mike, what did you learn? Have you learned any new church song yet?
Man, I'm not trying to burst up. I'm not trying to burst up in flames.
I was gonna say that heathen don't know no church song. Ariel says Coffee plays Chambly. It's gonna be a blowout. I hope it is. If not, we're gonna get you the business. Steven says Coffee all the way to the bins. How you doing, Mr. Bird? Bear says I ain't never seen so many Coffee County fans in my life. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Obadiah. We really do appreciate your support. You are definitely loyal to us. Thank you. Ariel Walker, I like you. He said I like Peach County by 14. I like you, friend. He said y'all are ready for Friday night. I guess so. He said glad to have been involved. Ready for round one. Yep, it's time, fellas. It's time. Less than now about around 48 hours, a little less than 48 hours.
Yeah. Are y'all good? Are y'all good with Patrick Bird coming back on next week?
Sure.
Yeah, he could come on tonight if he want to. Because I mean, think about it. We're going through the rest of the bracket. And we also are going to talk about the reclassification. Because let me put it out here right quick. And I know some people going to disagree with me, but if y'all don't think classification matters, just pay attention to some of the teams that elected to move up. And tomorrow we'll find out about teams that are elected to move down. I'm telling y'all, classification matters. Do y'all agree or disagree?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to football, yes. I'm gonna put it like that.
All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it later on, but
What's going on, Wildcat? How you doing, Courtney? Did you see that mess in Columbus, friend? That was just okay. I ain't going there no more. But anyway, yeah. So what are we talking about tonight, gentlemen?
Well, we are going to finish up the brackets for 4A through 7A. We're going to discuss. We're going to on the Wizards going to jump on, talk about his predictions for round one of the playoffs for the AJC top 10 only, and we're going to get into this this appeal of the reclassification thing also.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show the people how they voted for Player of the Year and Best Player of the Year.
Okay, cool. So what we starting with first?
Well, I think you know what. If we can go ahead and wrap up these, I was trying to wait for Yo to come in, but we can. Y'all want to go ahead and wrap up these brackets from from Monday?
Where's the?
Yeah, let's go through it. Here, come on. Let's just go ahead and start with that.
Okay.
Are you want to? Where the Wizard? Is he chilling?
No, the Wizard chilling right now. You know he ain't trying to come on here till about 8 o'clock. So we got to give 45 minutes going to get these out the way and discuss these brackets.
Welcome. Right. How you doing, Jabari? Mr. Bird said send him the link.
I'm about to send it to him.
Okay. Right. Be on the lookout, Mr. Bird.
So while we're waiting for Mr. Bird to come on, I'm looking at everybody should have a 4A bracket up on their screen. I'm looking at this top right quadrant right now, and I got Troop is gone first round. Troop County is gone first round.
Yeah, they lost their best player for the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did. So that's why I got Troop losing the first round. But my thing is, I'm looking at three teams: Cairo, Wayne County, and Stockbridge.
Why not Spalding?
Yeah.
Spalding is good.
You know what?
Man.
They are, and I'm sorry for overlooking Spalding. My apologies, Spalding fan base.
That's a tough side of the bracket.
There's Rollins.
Yeah.
I got the box, so don't worry about the box. I got them.
Okay, though. So, all right. Cairo, Spalding should beat Wayne County, and then Stockbridge.
But let me say this. I think Wayne County is a tough opponent for Spalding because Wayne County is battle tested. And Perry gave Spalding all they could handle. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a good game. Y'all remember that game? It was pretty good. Yeah. I like this side of the bracket. So whoever come out of this side of the bracket, man, they're gonna be a tough out in the later rounds. You know. Now, I would go with Troop County if they had their quarterback, because I believe it was the quarterback got injured, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
You know, I may be wrong on that, but I think Spalding will get by Wayne County. It may be tough, though.
All right, so here's my thing. That top right, you got Cairo, Spalding, second round. Who's winning that second round matchup between those two?
Man, give it to Spalding. I like Spalding.
Yeah. Because you actually saw them, right, Drew? I don't know. I did. I heard as their quarterback goes, that the team goes. I don't know.
They got some receivers to go out there and get it now, but yeah, you're exactly right, Jez. I like Spalding in that matchup.
Now, Stockbridge, didn't somebody see Stockbridge earlier today?
I saw Stockbridge in the first game of the year at that at the AU Center because they played before City Grove, so that's the only reason why I saw them. In my mind, Stockbridge at that time of the year. In the beginning of the year was very undisciplined, and the receivers dropped a lot of passes. They do have, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say a sophomore quarterback that grew a lot this season. Throughout the season, he grew a lot. And my thing with them was the receivers had to help him out, and they ended up helping him out towards the end of the season. Or shall I say, from the midpoint of the season on, they ended up helping that quarterback out. Stockbridge is a gritty team. That's what I'm going to say. They're just like Douglas County. They are gritty.
Patrick Bird, check your email.
Hey, Thirsty, let me backtrack right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now Jeremy says Wayne County has a tough running back. Let me tell you why that's something to look out for. Spalding struggled to stop Perry's rushing attack. Gordon, I think is his name, the running back from Perry. He shredded Spalding. And if that running back from Wayne County is just as good as that running back from Perry, Spalding may have a tough time with him. But, he kept Perry in that game. Gordon did.
Real quick, Joe. Fuller is probably one of the best backs coming out this year. South Carolina commit, Wayne County running back.
Yeah.
They heavily rely on him. Now, unlike Ahmad Gordon out of Perry, he runs like he does within the offense. You know what I mean? It's not just feature heavy run. And if they was not able to stop him, they're going to have a tough time trying to stop Fuller, who's featured in Wayne County offense. Like you may get a drive where he's going to get the ball handed out to him, 15, 20 times straight. You know what I mean? Like he's their feature. So I agree with what you're saying. If Spalding have a tough time stopping the run, it's going to be tough for them to beat Wayne County.
Yeah, exactly. And see that's what when I saw what Jeremy said, because if y'all don't believe me, go back and watch that game a couple of weeks ago where Perry played Spalding. You know what I'm saying? Gordon is a dynamic running back. He's awesome. And Spalding and correct me if I'm wrong, he kept Perry, in that game in the second half.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because Perry was playing without their starting quarterback. And he was everything for Perry in that game. And I think Spalding need to tighten up, stopping the run, because if not, Wayne kind of gonna give him trouble.
Okay. Jamie said he's seen Stockbridge. They were pretty. I'm assuming it's Stockbridge, and they were pretty good. What's going on, Mr. Watkins? Elizabeth, welcome. She said she can't wait to see the regions for next year and which teams will be grouped. We'll talk about that a little later on in the show. Let's go. Matthew Fuller. That's the running back for Wayne, right?
Yes.
He leads the state in rushing the last time I checked. Welcome to the podcast, Tori.
Now that may work against him though, Jess. Him playing both ways in a playoff game, that tough in the first round. That may work against a player that's heavily featured on offense, but is relied on to make plays on defense too. That may work against him. What y'all think about that?
He also
I definitely agree. Yeah, he's a linebacker also. Now, the one thing I will say that kind of separate Fuller from a lot of other people in that same position is, again, he's the key focal point of that offense, which means this kid is used to being hit, 25, 30 times a game. He's used to making those kind of tackles and being in the plays on defense. So it's one thing when you have a player that, maybe getting 10, 15 carries a game, and he has to play versus a player.
You kind of going out there, yo.
But we got what you were saying.
He's been doing it all year.
Yeah. Marquise says he attended the Wayne County versus Burke County game a couple of weeks ago. Fuller had an outstanding game against Burke. They lost to Burke 37-32, but he gave the Burke defense some trouble. I'm going back. Let me go back to what Obadiah says. He says, after watching Cairo, I don't see it. 229, I apologize, but after the Bearcats game, all hope was lost for me.
Well, let me ask y'all this, and we'll get back to that comment in a second. How's Wayne's kind of secondary? What that secondary look like? Because Spalding definitely has that passing attack is lethal. So what is Wayne kind of secondary like?
Now, I can honestly say I'm not sure about Wayne's secondary this year. Now, let's be honest. Wayne beat Perry last year 14-7. And Perry had a dynamic offense last year. If you remember, Joe, their offense last year was a lot better than what it is this year. Right. And they held them to 7 points. A lot of it was ball control with Fuller eating up the clock, long, sustainable drives and stuff like that. But when you got a quick strike offense, you don't need that much time to score. But Wayne County still stopped Perry from scoring. So obviously the secondary was pretty good to do that to Perry, as well as the defense, period. But again, that was last year, so I don't know what they're looking like this year, considering you talking Burke 30 points or whatever. And they did hold a pretty good Appling down to points.
But I think Spalding's passing attack, I think, is more potent than what Appling will do. I'm gonna put it like this: if they give Spalding quarterback a lot of time back there in the pocket, he gonna pick them apart. I'm telling you, he got a big arm too. He can get that ball down the field now. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I think it's going to be a lot closer in scoring than people going to give credit for, because Wayne County does come from a very, very tough region. Like I said, you got Burke, you got Benedictine, and what's the other big team in that region that's always really good? New Hampstead. Yeah. So they've played some of the top teams. So I think I think the score will be closer than people give it credit for.
I hear what y'all saying, man, but you got to go back to that Appling game. At the end of the day, go back to the Appling game. Appling beat them 21-7. Appling gave you the blueprint to beat them guys. And we know Appling doesn't have that type of passing game like a Benedictine or a Spalding.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Go back to the Appling County game, and that's the blueprint on beating Wayne County. But at the end of the day, this top right bracket, Spalding or Stockbridge coming out?
Yeah, I'm giving it to Stockbridge.
Jabari says Fuller is used to it because that's what he does. Tori says you're right, Dro. He had 280 plus yards against Brooks, and they only put 14 points up in the game, so it's going to be a tough game. Antoine says he had 280 against New Hampstead too. Let's see. Barry says Wayne will beat Spalding. Ariel says he likes Wayne County too.
Well,
I'm telling you that region. Like I said, Wayne County is going to give Spalding a tougher time than they're expecting, because they're like I was talking about the other night. They're battle tested. They've played some of the best teams in the state, and like I said, they may have lost to Burke County, but Burke County being a 3 seed is going to be tough for anybody.
They will be a number 1 seed in another region.
Burke County would be a number 2 or number 1 seed in almost every other region in the state.
Okay. What's going on, D? How you doing? He says Bainbridge versus Benedictine state championship. Book it. Okay.
All right, D. That's a big claim. We're gonna see, man.
Stockbridge. Okay, so we got Stockbridge in the top left quadrant. Where we going? Top right now?
Yeah.
Man, that's weak over there. Give me New Hampstead.
I think we all can agree on that.
So now, Coach Q's prediction might be coming true. Right? So that's 2 right there. Yeah. He said 14s in the final.
Hey,
4.
go back. Let me see.
What's over there? What's
not nothing.
Yeah, I hate this
meal.
Hey, you know what? The only thing that I think may challenge New Hampshire is gonna probably be Central Carrollton.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
Now Central Carrollton, I think should you looking at New Hampstead, Central Carrollton in that quarters, and that game can go either way. So yeah, I see Central Carrollton and New Hampstead either or.
Yeah. Everything else over there, I'm not so sure about.
Over with.
Let's see.
Benedictine, ain't no need to talk about nothing else over there. Benedictine. Now here's an interesting one. Burke County and Perry is obviously the marquee game in the first round over on in that particular quadrant of the bracket.
I hate to say it, but Burke County and Perry is probably the most impressive first round matchup that I can think of, minus the Colquitt Parkview, because again, Burke County and Perry are really at 2 and 3 seeds, are really 1 seeds in damn near every other bracket they could have been in.
Yeah, I agree with that. I what concerns me though is Perry will be missing their field general.
That's it, bro.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
And I saw the highlights of that Burke County New Hampstead game earlier in the year. I'm not taking anything away from New Hampstead for all the New Hampstead listeners out there, but I will say this after watching the highlights. Burke County honestly should not have lost that game. They lost by 6, but I think they had like 3 or 4 turnovers, something like that. And they were pretty bad turnovers, like just bad fumbles in bad areas. So honestly, Burke County lost by 5. But like I said, I'm not taking anything away from New Hampstead. A win is a win. So, but I still think I got Burke over Perry going to playing Bainbridge round 2.
Okay.
All right, that's a tough first round matchup for Perry for sure.
Oh yeah, that's not going. Yeah, you get the home field advantage. That's not going to be that's definitely not a cakewalk.
Alex says my receipts, yo. And he also has a question about Central Carrollton's DB.
What that game at? What that Perry game at?
In Perry.
In Perry.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it.
They ain't been lose at home.
They lost at home last season in the playoff. Wayne County got them.
Oh,
okay. So.
And by the way, isn't 4A and 2A, aren't those games being played on Saturday for round 1?
They are.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I might slide over there to Perry. I don't know if they want Trojan blood over there.
Throw this out there. Perry lost at home this year. They lost to Houston County first game of the year at home. So they have lost at home before.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dro, my wife and I will be there, Dro. Come on and slide through. Let's show some black and gold presents down there in the pit.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I want to drive down there. I think I might drive down the street to see Apple in the Northeast if I go.
Yeah, maybe you can meet Jeremy.
And on second thought, I'm going to see what Skipper John got going on.
Hey, now you're talking. Now you're talking, Jess. That Skipper John put you in a good mood right there.
Hey, well, I can't say that because Kirby Smart throwed it out the helicopter.
It probably was too seasoned for him. No offense about it, but they season that chicken over there at Skipper John for real.
They do. And then after they take it out the grease, they put more on there. You got to tell them, don't put that
on top of it.
Put it like this. You better have you some like Centipria, some all kind of high blood pressure medication if you're gonna eat that chicken from Skipper John.
I haven't been in a long time, but when I go, I make sure I tell them, don't, when you get it out the grease, just leave it like that. Don't put no more seasoning on it. I can't take that. Antoine says they better be good. I'm not sure exactly who you're talking about, but okay. Patrick says you all will see. Marquise verified 2A is playing on Saturday. Let's see. D said Burke County came to Bainbridge last year and lost 44-0. They want revenge. Yeah. Spalding won Perry's region, Obadiah. Spalding is number 1, Perry is number 2. I don't know who 3 or 4 are.
Hey, whoever.
Westside Macon is 3 and Baldwin is 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that D who put that out there about Burke County and Bainbridge?
Yeah.
Look, Burke County is from my area. I'm all about the Bears. I think they're the best team in the CSRA. But like I said, I love Burke County to all the fans in Waynesboro. But I'm telling you, the Burke County Revenge Tour is going to stop in Bainbridge.
Yeah.
It's a lot of team season gonna end down there in Bainbridge, Georgia.
I believe that.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. That's for sure.
So we got Bainbridge coming out of that bracket, right?
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately,
I got Stevenson beating North Whitfield, Luella and East Forsyth. I got Luella. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I got Luella. I think the home field advantage is gonna help them out with that one.
Yep, and Luella loses to Stevenson. Trust me, I know them very well. So we're gonna keep it moving on that one.
Yeah, that hits the school.
So we've got Bainbridge and Benedictine in the finals.
That's a good one. That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
Perry will be in the championship game.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and if y'all hear me smacking, yeah, Mom got the smothered pork chop plate with mashed potatoes and green beans.
Who won the
So yes. So I'm smacking, but I'm gonna tell you this: if QB1 come back to Perry and able to be who QB1 is, that Bainbridge Perry game is not just Bainbridge. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Perry got a good team, but go ahead.
Obadiah Spalding won the Perry region. Spalding's the number 1 seed.
Yes. And if add this caveat, if Perry can survive that one pick that he's gonna throw, yes, it will be difficult. Because he's gonna give you at least one. But I mean, he's great. He's a great quarterback. But he's gonna
have to survive Burt kind of first. They gotta survive Burt.
That's the whole point right there.
Okay, so they have Benedictine. The podcast listeners have Benedictine winning it all.
Yeah, them
which I can agree with.
Them cadets are the truth.
Oh yeah, they took.
Yeah, y'all. I call them the military academy because that's all they want. Yeah.
But here, listen here.
I think it's Catholic. I think it's a Catholic military academy, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, wow, they super strict. They double strict.
Oh yeah.
Obadiah said, just they lying. Let's see. Antoine says, all I'm gonna say is Rashawn Truel, that's the quarterback, is leading 4A in passing and fourth in the state of Georgia. Y'all better watch out.
Is it for Benedictine?
No, New Hampstead.
Oh, New Hampstead. Okay.
Let me tell you something, Antoine. Listen, okay, Antoine has been telling us about New Hampstead the whole year. I mean,
all year long, he's been riding with them.
He has been riding with them, and he has been, he has been saying, y'all better watch out, y'all better watch out, y'all better watch out. Looking at that bracket that you all are in, New Hampstead, you better. You have absolutely no excuse.
No excuse at all. So y'all better make it to the semifinal.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm sorry to interrupt you, bro. Perry and Burke County, the first round matchup, should be kicking themselves all in every part of their butts they got. Because if Perry and Burke County handled their business, Perry would have been in that top left bracket, which would have been an easy road to them to the Final Four, and Burke would have been in that top right and would have had an easy road. So Burke and Perry playing each other in the first round is a deserving matchup since they both dropped the ball to put themselves in a better situation.
So it's like, they actually playing a semifinal game in the first round.
In the first round, bro.
That's a quarterfinal or semifinal matchup.
Yes, sir.
Colin said that's going to be a great matchup, but he'll take Bainbridge by 6. Okay.
And what?
Against Benedictine. I mean,
and what?
When you get to that level, everybody can play. Anything can happen.
Benedictine is serious.
And listen, we have not. I mean, we're just doing these brackets for what, Mike? For play. But honestly, guys, we have not accounted for upsets yet, and there will be upsets. So
definitely,
just keep
especially in 3A.
It's a Benedictine's an all-boy team.
It is all-boy school. It is.
No wonder they so mean over there. They ain't getting no look at.
That's
it's discipline. It's discipline and willpower.
Lies and garbage.
Okay, look here.
What kind of strength that is? Cockstrong. That's all that is over there.
I'm proud military, and I spent my basic training in the all-male basic training camp. So when I tell you, it ain't right. That's why them boys so angry over there.
That's why I say cockstrong, man.
You start looking at the lunchroom ladies and think they look good.
Yeah.
Alex says there's no skirt at Benedictine. That's facts.
Hey, Coach Q, they gonna make me out. They gonna make me have to eat crow on your 4 teams, Q.
All right, let's move on to 5A.
Creekside.
I think we're all in agreement on that one. Creekside.
Kira. Hey sis, hold on.
What's going on, Kira?
Hey guys.
Hi. I would like to give a shout out to my nephew. Today is his first birthday.
Happy birthday, nephew Trey.
Y'all tell my baby happy birthday.
Thank y'all so much. Nephew was a little turned, semi not. We all tired. It's been a weekend and a couple past few days, but happy to be here. Sorry for my absence.
You all right, darling? You do what you gotta do. You gotta take care of that baby.
If your team made it in the playoffs, you better not lose.
There it is.
Me picking up where I left off at.
She has spoken, guys. She said, "You bet not lose." Here we go. Okay, yeah, Coffee County's in the building. They excited. Okay, so look at the top, the left corner. Are y'all in agreement with the top left?
Yeah, Creekside and Cartersville on the other side. Ain't no sense of waiting around talking about Arabia Mountains. They're gonna put Cartersville.
They doing that on purpose. They doing that on purpose. That jackass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm moving them over there with the quickness. I will say this though, since we are on the bottom right, that KLCAS game is gonna be interesting this week.
I was gonna say, bro. I was just finna say that.
Yeah, that KLCAS game. That's a good one to watch on Friday night if you ain't got nothing to do.
Colin said, "Damn, no love for the Demons."
Not this season, bro.
What demon? What demon?
Warner Robins.
Who and what? They know. No, stop.
No.
They're gonna put Jefferson on that, cuz.
Put him over there.
I don't know. Wait a minute now.
What about Tucker?
Because Hiram Hiram got a good team too, right?
No, I'm gonna tell you who the surprise coming from over there.
Who?
That region 3 team one. You better be surprised. You better watch Harris this year.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Colin said, "Don't sleep on Cass." Barry says, "Ola." What about Ola? Coffee has an easy path.
And what?
Exactly. Ola just had to make the bracket even.
All right, Pat.
So Harris County, Jefferson in this bottom left bracket.
I go Jefferson only because of the experience of Sam Brown in playoff games. This Harris County team is going to be new to the playoff, but I wouldn't sleep on Harris County if they did make it.
I'm with you on that, and I totally agree. So we're going to do it like this. This is what the Final Four looking like. So at the end of the day, this is all we're going to say.
Coffee Creek side.
Yeah.
So so let me tell you. So what is it about Cartersville? I'm not saying Cartersville win because I'm on record as saying I think this is Coffee's year. But what have you seen about Cartersville that would make you think they don't have what it takes to go?
Nothing. Me personally, Cartersville is a good team. I think Drew kind of hit the nail on his head. If y'all remember Drew, friend of the show who have been on with us throughout the season to talk football. Cartersville has kind of played down to their opponents. When you look at their offensive production, it's off the chart, but then their defense is giving up just as many points as their offense is scoring. So they was winning a lot of close games on teams that they should have hung 50 on without a score. So with that being said, you can't let Coffee County come in your house or you go down there playing around with no defense against that running back Coffee down in Coffee County.
Okay.
You're going to have a bad day.
So let me ask you this.
Now, I do want to add this. When you talk about Cartersville, look at what they did in region play. They beat Calhoun by 4, beat Cass by a touchdown, beat Hiram by 1.
That's the point I'm talking about, bro.
You see, so Cartersville defense is suspect. The offense can score, but they're not scoring at will like they've done in previous years. So keep that in mind with Cartersville. And Cartersville got an easy path right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Holly Meyer, you just came in on time. We're going to be doing 6-8 next.
All right, let me read these comments. What's going on, Holly? Travis said, "We're pouring hot coffee on everybody." Ariel says, "No cream or sugar, straight black." Earl Brooks, welcome to the podcast, Earl. He says, "Welcome back, Shakira." Barry says, "That's the upset game. Ola will beat Harris." Oh, okay.
And what? I know, right?
In what? Paris says Harris County head coach Tommy Watson used to be the head coach at Upson Lee. Nick Barkley said his son is the real deal as a quarterback. Upson Lee scrimmaged them earlier this season. Bernard Leonard, welcome. He says Tucker over Harris County. I heard they got a pretty decent quarterback over at Tucker. Joe, y'all heard that?
Yeah, I heard they got a state championship caliber quarterback over there at Tucker.
And although they got a great quarterback, Drew, I don't mean to interrupt you, but over who?
They ain't got no defense.
No,
they don't have no state. They ain't got no state championship defense.
Who you say they gonna be over? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Harris County.
And Wood.
But welcome to the podcast, Bernard. We welcome your input. Thank you so much. Mr. Walker, is not Friday, so I ain't gonna read the first one. He just said screw Cartersville. They want all the smoke. Collins has a question. He said, my question is, how much do they run Sammy Brown in the playoffs? Will they try to monitor his touches?
Good point.
Well, okay. Obviously, people ain't looking at Jefferson as expected, but Jefferson they do have other running backs back there besides Sammy Brown. Do keep that in mind. With that being said,
if I'm Jefferson coach, I'm like, hand it to the mullet and get out the way.
No, I'm with you on that.
He was a linebacker. I didn't realize he was a
linebacker. He plays linebacker also.
Okay.
All right. It's the thing with Sammy Brown. Sammy Brown, he ain't put in much work at the running back position this year. He had about 170 touches for about 1,400, for a little bit over 1,400 yards. That's not heavy work.
Bro, that's 17 touches a game. That's pretty decent for a high school running back.
Yeah, it's not a bad workload for him as a running back. That's what I'm saying. This what a problem comes in at is when you averaging 8 tackles a game, that's you being in a car crash 25 times a game.
I have a question.
I don't see him holding up past Creekside.
But that's the same thing I was saying about Matthew Fuller. Those kids are used to that now. They're Travis Hunter, i.e. Travis Hunter did it at Collins Hill and is doing it on the next level at a Power 5 Division I college football. Like, these kids are built for that now.
That's apple and orange, though, man. Look, Travis Hunter played receiver. He played receiver, safety, and he played some running back. But when he played running back, he wasn't running between the tackles. He running outside tackle. He running outside zone read.
He got ADHD too, so there's that. Can I drop this in here? I mean, a lot of these brackets that we're picking, and we're looking at teams, and we're looking at talent levels and how they perform. But are we paying attention to coaching and coaching decisions?
Good point.
Any of them, so Creekside.
No, I've heard good point.
Yeah. So when we take that into account, that might be where some of the upsets come in. So since we're on here, we're looking
at Cass and Kill game.
Yeah. So we're looking at
that's gonna happen in the first round. What I'm telling you, coaching is gonna happen in that first round down here in this bottom left with Cass and Kale.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen right there. Older coach is not gonna out coach Harris
right on my screen. So is it bottom right or bottom left?
If you're looking at the screen, it's bottom right. Cass and Kale is bottom right.
No, that's bottom. That's top right, ain't it?
No,
it's bottom right.
Cass and Kale is down here with coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. No, hey, I got one for y'all. Shamley might give coffee and run for their money. Okay.
And what?
Nothing.
It's not Friday, so I'm gonna hush.
Not a thing.
So apparently Obadiah is challenging Coffee County since they might be in the same classification next year. I'm gonna let y'all have y'all love fest. I'm not reading all that. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mr. Walker, shots fired. He says he thinks Sammy is overrated.
Not touching that one.
I mean, I just want to know Sammy who? Sammy Sosa? I mean, shit, Sammy who you talking about? Cause Sammy Davis Jr. with his tap dancing and singing or what? Cause Sammy Brown is not overrated.
Sammy from around the corner. Who we talking
about? Marquise said, y'all hell y'all be saying and what? They are a mess, but I try to keep them in line, Marquise. It's hard. Steven says Coffee's defense will be ready for anyone. Collins disagrees with you, Aria. He says, nah, he's legit. Jamie says, give me Coffee versus Jefferson for state. Aria says he's not convinced. He got to see it in purpose. Collins says it's different taking hits outside the number than between the tackles. Coffee, okay. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna let Coffee and Thomas kind of central. I'm gonna let y'all have your little love fest. How you going, How you doing, Montegas? Checking in from Green County.
Montegas, what's good, bro?
Yes, sir. Green County now.
All right. So
we got Coffee. Yeah, we got Coffee 1 and 5A.
Yeah, and if y'all don't, I'm on y'all ass. You hear me? Because
Seminole County. Did they make the playoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's going on, Mr. Scott? How you doing? Down there by the Florida line. What's going on, Jeremy Jones, Lee County in the house?
What's
welcome, up? Welcome. He says that Shakira Brown says, Coffee bet not lose. You right. All right. So 6A. Lee County and Douglas County. Who y'all got? Lee?
Yeah, I got Lee.
Dro, who you got?
Lee County.
Okay, so gonna put Lee up there.
Can't sleep on Douglas, but you know, I roll.
They're very scrappy. Now, you know what I'm saying? If them Douglas County mamas give a little extra motivation, shoot.
Hey, Alexander already tried that. But I think we all in agreement that Roswell coming out the top, right?
Yeah.
Easily.
They better.
Okay.
They better.
Oh, now we got Northside One Robbins up there now.
Keep going. Keep going. You don't stop playing in our face.
Ooh, look at what we got. Gainesville and Hoco on the same side of the
And look at what we got. Thomas County Central and Hughes.
Oh, boy. Now it gets real interesting now. Okay. Man, this is a tough one. We're going to let the people decide. What do y'all say, people? You got Hughes.
What say Hughes? What say Hughes?
Yeah, what say the people? We're going to let y'all decide this one.
Let's see. You know how these folks going to say TCC.
Who's the home team, yo?
TCC.
TCC.
So Langston will have to travel down to Thomasville. Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm coming with them.
I'm coming.
That's one I got to see.
I got to see that in person. And I want to see a good game where I'm not invested, so my nerves don't be bad. So I want to see that. That's going to be a great game. Colin said, boy, y'all hell on here. Best in the biz, no doubt. Thank you so much, Colin.
Look.
Can Houston County get past the Red Elephants? Can they do it?
Nope.
Nah.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that right there.
Jeremy says, I'm glad you're doing well, Scott. Rodney says Coffee standing on business. Jeremy said Douglas is good. What's going on, Bernard Leonard? He said Big Langston. Everybody says TCC. Chris, what's going on, Chris? How you doing?
And they're gonna get that state title of Hughes, man.
He said Hughes is gonna win. Now listen, y'all can't, especially since Hughes has lost 2 games. Hughes has to travel all the way down from Atlanta. That is not a quick turnaround trip. It's very difficult, and the roads are horrific. So, well, not horrific, but they get on my damn nerves. But y'all cannot count Thomas County Central out.
No, we're not saying that. We're not saying that. Maybe they get their chance to get their lick back with Roswell.
And that's what it's going to end up being. But I'm sorry to tell you, though, I got a feeling the corn flip is not going to be in TCC favor for that game, though.
For the Roswell game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I'm talking about the Hughes game.
Now, Hughes coming down to TCC. That's a gimme. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Question is, can they handle that? Can they defense handle that pressure?
Yes. And my question is, I'm going back to coaching. Now, I don't know. I'm not saying this, but I have heard people say that Coach Rogers kind of folds a little bit when it comes to the playoffs. I'm not saying that.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing when you're speaking on coaching. That damn Boone Williams know how to coach.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a toss-up. You know what I'm saying? I think with home field advantage, and if the coaching staff at TCC does what they do, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for Hughes, but Hughes is Hughes. You know what I'm saying? And they have something in them they're not used to losing.
Look at this one.
Like I said, I'll be
All
in
right.
the house, and whoever wins, wins. Okay.
Gainesville, Lee County.
Gaines.
Okay, I just want to make sure I want the only one thing in that too. Okay. And you know what? All right, we good.
Let's see. Candace says TCC crowd and train horns will be a 12th man. Okay. So y'all really want me to sit on the witch collar side because I don't like loud noise. Steven says it seems the coin flips almost always for the northern team. Because Peach County couldn't win a coin flip for shit. I mean for nothing. Let's see. Jeremy says the South is tougher than the North. I'm sorry. Okay, Bernard says Hughes will win. Tyshawn says Lee. Jamie says no. What's going on, Mr. Robert? How are you doing? So we got Gainesville versus Hughes / Thomas County Central for the final.
Pretty much.
Okay, Caleb Autry, welcome. He said go TCC. They will go all the way.
Like I say, is y'all better.
Well,
but like I say, we just keep in mind all this for play right now. As things unfold, we'll run with it like that. So 7-8, I think up here in this top right, I think we all concur.
Yeah,
that it's gonna be Carrollton versus Walton in the quarters.
And put Carrollton in my final.
Okay, all right. With that being said, on this right side, I really don't see nobody stopping Buford coming out this right side.
Okay.
That Buford Grayson game was
that's gonna be a good one. But I don't think the way Buford offense stepped up those last couple of weeks, I don't think Grayson will have enough.
But I still want to see that game. I would like to see that game. Because the TCC game is the week before, so that next week, we need to go to Buford and if
that's a bet, baby.
All right. And I'm driving.
The hell? Hold on, go back to that bottom left.
Who you got coming out of here?
Grave diggers.
No, Newton. He like Newton.
You know what? Nah. That was Newton. That's what Newton ride stops right now, and you know it. You know Newton ride stops in the quarterfinal. Hey, come on up here. That Friday after Thanksgiving, do some Black Friday shopping up here, and then go to the game at Mill Creek. But that's where the buck stops at for Newton.
No, we're not going to that game. We'll be in Thomasville.
I tell you that bottom right quadrant, that's a tough go right now.
Go to the right, bro.
How you figure that? I mean, the first
you got over there. You got Westlake, Parkview.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Your toughest teams, Marietta, Westlake, Parkview, and Colquitt are all in that bottom quadrant.
North Cobb too.
Man, come on, man. Them Westlake, them boys are extraordinary call, man. Them boys are extraordinary call. I think Westlake beat the snot out of them this year.
But North Cobb will come out of that
easily. They might. I don't know. Milton might make the quarters before North Cobb.
What time the games is on Saturday?
4
different times.
Every
game's at 4. I think Northeast. I think they're at 2. If any Northeast or Eflin fans on, can y'all confirm that?
Just so
Bernard
everybody
said,
understand. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
What time Georgia play on Saturday?
7.
7. All right. So Northcott lost to Westlake 52-28. They lost to Buford 45-28, and then they lost to Walton 35-27. Those are 3 losses that Northcott took this year.
So that's why I think Milton, Westlake, Marietta, Parkview, Colquitt, like all of them, that bottom quadrant with Marietta, Westlake, Parkview, and Colquitt, that's tough.
It is. Bernard says he likes Milton over Colquitt.
I don't know about that.
The game with Newton County starts at 7 p.m. Let's see. Obadiah says, Bernard, it is already established. They're sitting next to me and some of the people in the comments on the home side at the very top left corner. Okay. I'm coming.
So let it be written.
Save my seat, Obadiah, please. Alex has a question. He said, what is the Richmond Hill and Grayson's game score going to be? A little to a lot?
You'll get that when the Wizard come on.
I'll tell you one thing. Y'all ain't going to be pleased with Richmond Hill. That's all I can tell you.
After the game show / set with your chest, it will not be this Friday. It'll be Saturday. Because it won't be fair to do it on Fridays when you got game on Saturday. And
I have something to do on Saturday night. No.
Well, it's for whoever can come on and do it on Saturday night.
Okay.
Shit, we might be going both. We might be going both nights. That would have sounded like, oh, Friday, Saturday, my dog. All right, my dog. That's what I'm talking about.
Tashawn says, JJ says Colquitt versus Milton 3rd round and Colquitt versus Buford 4th round. Zachary says, I'm late. What was the Burke Perry prediction? With the brackets, I think y'all did Burke, but the Wizard might say something different. So I don't know.
It's a toss up with that. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
That one go
What's going on, Wizard? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I think the Mexican fella got something to say to you, Wizard.
Who?
The little Mexican fella.
Oh, he on?
Oh yeah, I'm here, man. How you just gonna butt in while we talking? Where you come from? You
okay.
Just go ahead. Just rent it, Wilson. I ain't gonna mess with you tonight. Come on, man.
I love that Mexican fella.
He don't like you though, Wilson, but that's okay.
I know. It's okay. He gonna learn to love me though. Anyway.
I don't know why, but you put me in the mind of somebody we very familiar with for some reason. I can't think about it right now. I'll let you know later on. You remind me of somebody.
Okay. So, Nicolay, D2, top 10. I expect everyone to handle business this week.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that looks pretty set because nothing on that right side, what I'm looking at, seems to be much of a challenge. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Whoa. Me and you agreeing?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, like, if somebody would say, Drew, pick a game or two from this list that could go either way. I probably would say Doolin, maybe. Doolin, Miller, I guess. But everything else looked like a shoe-in. What do y'all think?
I concur. I agree with your little Mexican.
I'm sorry. I had my phone muted. That Mexican fella had me laughing at the Wizard. So. What was that question, bro?
Wizard, you gotta stay on cue, man. Where you at, man?
Because any game, I'm laughing. Any game or team on the right hand side, move the needle for you.
Marquis says, even though Aquinas is going to beat Glasscock, I'm just really happy to see those young men in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah, good. Big up for Glasscock. Congratulations, Glasscock. We know what y'all been through.
Now, I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to just say this. That Portal Turner County game, that ain't just no giving.
Okay, so that's another one. So we got Portal, Turner, Dooley County, Miller. Okay.
Where is Portal? Please tell me.
It's in the air when you kind of like walk through to another place. It's called Portal.
Somebody in the podcast land with some damn sense. Please tell me what Portal
Bullock
is.
County.
He says Statesboro. Thank you, Coach Q. This Negro him.
Portal is in Bullock County.
He says outside of Statesboro. Thank you, Daryl. Daryl Collier, welcome to the podcast. Thank you for letting me know. Now
I know one thing: if they lose that first round, then they're gonna wish they were Porter somewhere.
I know that's right. But they won a hard fought game against
Jenkins. They did
last Thursday. Yeah, so they seem to be hitting on all cylinders right now.
I see nothing on this list we're looking at now that we can say, this game could go either way. All of this look exactly like it should go.
It should. Now I will say this, and I'm maybe the Wizard can agree. I know he got a 31-10 score, but with Swainsboro and Metter being them the next door neighbors, Swainsboro dropping the last two, we not knowing what the deal is with them. That could be an interesting game there.
What's up, Gio?
Hey, Mr. Blaylock, how are you?
Look, cuz, what's good with you?
All right, so single AD won. All top 10 wins first round.
Yeah, that looked pretty much solid, man. All right, here we go.
Swainsboro Metter game, and you know I'm high on Swainsboro, but that's one I'll be worried about.
Yeah, something going on over there, ain't
it? Yep.
Let's see. Appleton and Northeast. I'm telling y'all, I know Northeast is missing their star running back, but I believe that game got the potential to go either way. I still believe that.
Yeah, and I don't know about that score, Mr. Wizard. You talking about a 2-score affair between Appleton and Northeast?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I'm not even worried about that game. It's the Callaway Providence Christian game.
And that's the one I think gonna be more lopsided than what you got there.
Think so?
Yeah, I think Callaway kind of pull away with that one.
I do expect Callaway to win it by at least one touchdown. It's just something Providence Christian, though. I don't know.
Why are you sleeping on Redan, Mr. Wizard?
Why are you not sleeping on
Exactly.
This is not baseball. This is
Get what Redan gonna be saying after they lose. Oh, we'll see y'all in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That's a baseball school, bro.
Oh yeah.
What? Okay. Well, hey, listen, y'all know I don't follow baseball like that.
I'm talking about state champions in 3A before they went down to 2A.
They are the Pike County of 2A. They're horrible in football and great in baseball.
Well, notice they beat Pike County in 3A for the championship.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Appleton has lost 2 games. They lost to Ware and they lost to
Toombs County.
Toombs County, yeah. So they're 8-2.
Now here's something that sticks out to me. The Wizard is saying that Hebron Christian can put up 24 points on Cedar Grove. That's very concerning to me. I mean, it really is. That's a red flag. Now, this is what the Wizard is predicting. He's saying that Hebron Christian can put up 24 points on Cedar Grove. Now, Dro, yeah, man.
I'm baiting y'all.
I'm gonna talk to myself for a second.
I'm baiting
Now,
y'all
Dro,
on the
wait, hold on. I'm just saying, did I not see? Well, a lot of Cedar Grove Saints fans say ain't nothing in 3A can compete with us. Yet the Wizard says that Hebron Christian can put up 24 points on Cedar Grove. That is a major red flag.
Talk to yourself for a minute, Dro. But take a pause, Mr. Wizard. Let me hear Dro conversation to Dro.
I mean, you're right, Dro. That's what they say. I mean, do you see this? 24 points. Yeah, I see it, dog. I see it. I'm looking at it. Man, I'm telling you, man, that don't look good. I know he got Cedar Grove picked to win. Yeah, Dro. I'm just saying. That ain't looking too good right now. That don't look promising.
Oh, you ain't talking about number 4 on the line, though, huh?
Huh? Or let's see what well, okay, since you want to go there, let me tell you about that game right there. Yeah. Peach kind of has nothing to lose. Savannah Christian has everything to gain. Get that straight. Peach County for the first time is playing as a number 3 seed, and I don't know how long.
First time in almost 24 years that they ain't hosting a playoff game.
Okay, there you go. Tell you the truth, these guys can just basically go down there and play, like they basically have nothing to lose. They were down this year, not making excuses, but the pressure is not on Peach County. It's on Savannah Christian. That's just the way I see it.
I'll say this. If Savannah Christian beat Peach County, I'll run behind Black Beauty all the way from Beulah, Georgia.
Well, I hope you got an oxygen tank in Black Beauty, because Peach County will not get their lick back.
So what? See that I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to change the narrative. Let me go back to Hebron Christian. We're not through with that. You were saying that Hebron Christian can put up 24 points on Cedar Grove. That's what you're saying. That's what you're telling us, Mr. Gnome. That's what you're saying. You were saying that they can put up 24 points on Cedar Grove. That is a don't move it. That's a major red flag.
He called the Wizard a yard gnome.
Oh,
man, he coming up in here. See, that's why we don't get along now.
Now, Perry.
Listen, y'all see that? Y'all see that? He don't want to talk about that. He want to try to ease on into the 4A prediction. Where you do that, man?
He got to live with Mike, so Perry, he don't want to,
wins by 1 touchdown over Burke County.
I must have hit a nerve or something. Coming up in. Man, please.
Hey, Mr. Wizard, you got Spalding as a 2-score victor over Wayne. I think that game be a lot closer than that. And I don't think Spalding can put up 31 points on Wayne. Wayne controlled the ball too much with that run. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm glad to be back. I kind of agree with that, with the way Wayne County runs the ball, how much they run the ball. I don't expect 48 points to be scored total in that game.
Exactly.
Zachary Williams said, Mr. Wizard, Zachary Williams said, in what?
He listens to the show, huh?
Yes, he does. Courtney says, yeah, New Hebron can score it in garbage time. Way to come through for you.
Hey, Courtney, man, I told Thurston to tell you to get at me, man. Courtney, you showing, man. Man, you got to talk, Courtney. That's all I got to say.
And Courtney, I will say this: whether it's garbage time, supper time, bath time, nap time, whatever time it is, prime time. They ain't got no business scoring 24 points on Cedar Grove.
Marquise, I'm gonna need you to get you some rest, baby. He said if you take the H off Hebron Christian, it would be LeBron Christian.
Bless your heart. They get the
L. Jamie Dominique said, yard what? Yard gnome. I wouldn't take that if I was you, Mr. Wilson. He basically called you old garden gnome.
You come over here interrupting me while I'm talking to you. You don't do that, man.
Y'all answer Obadiah's question. What was Hepzibah's record at regular season? I believe it was 7-3, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. No, I didn't see that one. Thank you for answering.
Yeah, Hepzibah is another 706 area team. They're playing Crisp County in round 1.
Yeah, that's 7-3 third season.
Who you like?
Yeah, I like Crisp. Hepzibah's from my area, but Crisp is Crisp. I think they got the athletes to beat Hepzibah, honestly. And Hepzibah comes from that region with Morgan County and Harlem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mr. Bird, I'm sorry. You went on for the 3A. Who you like out of Savannah Christian and Peach?
He said Peach.
He said it's gonna be closer than anticipated.
No. I said Peach can keep it relatively close. I think that's gonna end up being one of them games. Whoever's got the ball last is gonna be the winner.
Mr. Bird, we got to play back Monday's show. We keep the seats over here.
But then you gave me 48 hours to really think about it.
He can change his mind. What's going on, Martavius Flowers? Bainbridge checking in. Welcome.
If you told me right now I had to fill out my bracket and I only have like an hour to do all of them, I'm putting Savannah Christian. But like I said, it's gonna be a 7-point game.
Well, I'll be fair. Let me say this.
I like Savannah Christian's defense.
It just depends on which Peach kind of team shows up on Friday night. I mean, and I can't speak for all Peach kind of fans. This is just my own personal take. You know, they've been kind of inconsistent all season to me. So it just depends on which team shows up. Is that fair?
It's fair.
Yeah,
now here's my thing.
That's absolutely fair. I mean, people could say the same thing about the Greene County Aquinas game early in the year. Greene County went 9-1, but their worst game of the entire year was against Aquinas. Now, like I said, Aquinas came to play, but Greene County had a lot of mistakes that night. They didn't have those same mistakes against Washington Wilkes.
Okay, let me ask y'all something. Northside versus Savannah Christian. Northside of Warner Robin. Who you taking?
Say that again.
Northside of Warner Robins versus Savannah Christian. Who you taking?
That's
Where's the game being played?
Mr. Bird.
Where's the game being played?
It was damn if it played in Alaska.
It's being played
Northside Warner Robin.
I would say I'm going to take the North. I'm going to take Northside.
Perry versus Savannah Christian. Who you taking?
Savannah Christian.
Oh my Lord! Hey, Mr. Bird,
man, we got to get you out.
Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here, man.
Get you out of here.
No,
get him out of here, man.
If it's any consolation, one of my favorite all-time players came out of Peach County.
That's fine.
Udom Umo.
Oh yeah,
he was a great one.
Yeah, that's fine, but that don't say
they used to call him W.
That's right. That's right. He can stay.
that saying you withdrew, but you said Savannah Christian will beat Perry. I'm not talking about Perry that you saw against Spalding County. I'm talking about Perry that has played ball all year long. Savannah Christian is a 30-point blowout. I'm just gonna tell you like that.
You think so?
Got a very good team, especially with Colton.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this by watching the defense that Savannah Christian got. Those boys are good. They swarm and everything.
That's the reason why I like that defensive line they got. Like I said, Perry's got a great quarterback, but but that defensive line will get after him all night.
But if you got a stout offensive line that can hold a grind, then it'll be a game. But if you don't have a good offensive line that can hold that defensive front up, it's gonna be a bad game for anybody against Savannah Christian.
Well, I'll say
Savannah
this.
Savannah Christian got the best D lineman in the country for his class. I forgot his name though.
Okay, then well, let me ask y'all this question. Since we blowing up Savannah Christian and thing, how come they're not good enough to win the state championship?
Because Calvary Day's so good.
No, we said state championship. We're not talking because I don't think Calvary gonna win it either.
But here's my thing. So Christian was better last year than they are this year. Tell me y'all disagree with that, and I can give you facts.
Nah.
Young.
I don't disagree with you.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that Savannah Christian's gonna win the game.
No. I know that. I know that.
I saw.
I'm just talking in general. Even last year with the defense was better. Christian beat Peach last year 22-7 minus Ole Miss commit who's seeing the field at Ole Miss this year. A stud of a safety in Christian and a 4-star wide receiver in Isaiah Mitchell.
That would have been a different game.
We lost 80% of our offense before we played Christian. The game before against Chris. I don't see Christian wouldn't have had a chance with Peach last year. A team that's not as good as they were last year in Christian, they're vulnerable. Peach County will, like I said, yes. And I'm wearing some slides. And I'm wearing slides because, like I said, if Christian beat Peach County, I'll live stream walking all the way from Pooler, Georgia to Fort Valley, Georgia. It's not going to happen. I've been telling y'all to check my receipts.
I'm gonna let him ride anyway, just in case he's wrong.
All right, so let's get into 5A.
All right. 5A. I got 2 upsets for 2 top 10 teams. Atlanta GHSA loses to Dawson.
Hmm?
And I think Ola upsets Harris County.
Yeah, what?
I don't know about that one. But I mean, Harris kind of seemed to be the better team than Ola, you know.
Man, look here, man. Mr. Wizard, I don't know what that's in that potion that you got going on. But Dalton do not beat
Wizard. I was about to say, Wizard, you might want to sober up from whatever it is that's in that potion.
Harris County and Great Atlanta Christian does not lose to Dalton or Ola, man. I'm sorry.
I kind of see where he's going with the Dalton Greater Atlanta Christian game. I see where he's going. I don't think it's going to happen, but I see where he's going. But something about Harris County. I don't see Ola beating Harris County.
So Mr. Bird, can you explain it to us? Where is he going?
I mean, good point, dude. And damn, do he got a designated driver while he going that way?
I got the wicked whip.
On that broom, and she slithered, because that is not happening.
Harris County is in West Georgia.
Yeah, it borders Muskogee, around the Columbus area.
Yeah, it's right above. It's is it Chattahoochee? Is that Chattahoochee, Georgia?
Yeah, that whole region over there.
Yeah.
Columbus,
it's on the west
Fort
side.
Benning, you know, all the little spots.
Fort Moore. Did y'all know that Fort Benning is no longer? It's called Fort Moore now.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And for the 706 area, it's no longer called Fort Gordon. It's now called Fort Eisenhower.
Oh wow!
I didn't know that. All right.
That just happened within the last 2 months, maybe.
Yeah.
2-3 months.
It's really
anybody in the chat in the 706 area. Can y'all tell me if I'm kind of close on the timeline? But going back to what you said, I see where he's going with the Dalton game. Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. I still got Greater Atlanta Christian definitely winning that, but with the region that Dalton is in, they have seen tough competition all year. Like I said, they saw Cedartown. They've seen Cartersville up close. They beat Calhoun, who honestly didn't think they were going to be able to beat Calhoun, but they did. They've seen Lassiter, and they beat Rockmart as well. So I think they come. I think they've seen tough competition. So like I said, I see where he's going with it, but I think just Greater Atlanta Christian is too much talent.
But let me ask y'all this: what is GAC's story this year? I mean, what are they?
Under the radar team with a lot of talent that's gonna surprise a lot of people in this playoff.
Yeah, they've only lost one game all year, and that was to Kell, I believe. They lost by 10, but everybody else they've beaten pretty handily. Besides Chattahoochee,
and nobody has given them that credit.
And it's something about, I don't know what it is, but just being a fan of Georgia high school football for so long, there's something about this juju that these Atlanta private schools always put out.
Is Coach Hardy still there?
At Greater Atlanta Christian?
Yeah. I think that's his name.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, yeah, he's a good coach.
Hey,
man, y'all say what you want to say about GHC and Harris County, but neither team has played really any competition this year when y'all get down to it.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Let's let the Wizard get through it. We can finish the discussion.
Let me go and say this real quick.
Well, thank you, Mom.
You hold on, Wizard. He says, let me read these comments real quick. Let's see. Dalton did win their first round matchup last year. That's what Morris says. Listen, Herbie, don't get any comment in line talking about they say y'all ain't ready. Anybody said that, but I'm gonna tell you this: y'all talking big stuff. Let me say this: y'all better win it all. If Savannah Christian does not win it all, I'm on your ass. You can go ahead.
Like some thumb draws.
Okay. They say, I expect all top 10 handle business. I do think Roswell underestimates North Atlanta. Oh, I'm sorry, Houston County underestimates North Atlanta and barely pulls away the victory.
I don't see no reason why any of them shouldn't be.
Hey,
let's just move on to 7A, man.
I'm with the Wizard on that. And honestly, the only disagreement I have with the Wizard is the score that Woodward Academy Evans game. I've seen Evans up close. I think Woodward beats him by more than 35-7. I think it's more like 48.
Well, this ain't about Peach, baby. Nope, this ain't about Peach. It's about y'all. Y'all in here sticking your chest out. And like I said, you better win it all, or I'm on your ass. Believe that.
Like some thong.
It's Friday.
All right, 7A, let's run it.
Evans is all right, but they've got one good player, and he's that big offensive lineman who's committed to Alabama, Mason Short. But other than that, nah, I say Woodward like 48-7, 56-7, something like that. It's going to be worse than that score.
And 7. Everyone top 10 handles business.
I have no debate on this list either.
Okay. Now, with all that, thank you.
All right, have a good night, no.
And have grease. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Now let me holler at Jarrell before we get into the other topic. None of us said that Peach would win it all this season. We've seen them this season. Okay, so I don't know where that come from, but okay, have fun with it. Sleep well tonight.
It's called deflection.
Obadiah, it's not just set. I don't think it's not just class 7. I think it's class 2A, or I think it's class 2A, 4A, and 7A, all playing on Saturdays.
No, what it is 2A, 4A playing on Saturday. 7A has one game on Saturday at Newton and Camden counties on Saturday. That's the only one at 7A.
Is that game at Newton or at Camden?
Newton.
Yes,
okay.
Newton.
All right.
That's a long way too. Goodness. Welcome, Miss Laura Robinson. Evans has King. Shan says you better not go into hiding.
Yep. I know, right?
Evans does have King. All right, yes, I do agree. Evans does have a good player in King, but them two players ain't gonna help him get past Woodward Academy.
Well, the reason why they hating Peach and laughing at Peach County this year is because Peach County is down, and they've been in the hunt for how many years? 30 plus years now. You know what I'm saying? That's a feat. Anytime you make the playoffs, you're in the hunt. What are you talking about? We can't say the same about Cedar Grove. Y'all had to build your team, so don't get me started. Mr. Lego State supporter. You know what I'm saying? We can check the history.
So proud you was able to keep it with
the history
with a 3 seed. So proud to keep that streak going with a 3 seed, huh?
Okay.
Hey, listen, but they kept the streak going. I mean, what you mad at it? Y'all, listen. You were mad on Monday night.
I seen y'all was a 3 seed a couple of years ago because you were cheating your ass off. Seemed like y'all was a 3 seed, wasn't it?
Y'all was a minute away from playing in class 2A.
Y'all sounded mad because y'all ain't want to say title since Cedar Grove been in 3A.
You know what we'll do? I got Colquitt going to the Final Four. in their classification if they can get past North Cobb in the quarterfinals, but then I see them getting knocked out.
Look at Mr. Bird trying to redirect the show. Look at him trying to engage with the comments, trying to redirect. Listen, you don't poke your chest out when y'all were 2 minutes away from playing in 2A for the next 3 years. You sit down somewhere and humble yourself. How about that?
Oh, really? Have y'all won the championships in City Grove been in 3A?
Listen, man.
What hell? You building Lego sets? Hell no.
Y'all built that team. Y'all built the super team like the Avengers. I done told you before.
I do have to ask you. You about that. I want to know what your initial reaction was when Cedar Grove threw that touchdown pass at Peach County and
Honestly,
last like
it hurt, man.
I had already knew we had found the pit. I just couldn't say that. Because I could not break my trust factor.
No. That's not what he asked you.
Oh, what?
No, I said I want to know what your initial reaction was when that happened, when they threw that TD pass in that final like 10 seconds. It
hurt.
At Peach County.
It hurt.
It hurt.
At Peach County.
It hurt really bad. It hurt bad. It hurt.
Who was that receiver they threw it to? Ended up going
Hazelwood.
Hazelwood. That's it.
So why you had to bring that up after you brought up W? Now you want to bring that up. Have a good night.
Bring it up because why you got to bring it up is when you have the number one receiver in the entire country on the dang field. Why are you not putting him in double, triple coverage?
We were saying the same thing. We were saying the same thing, man.
That goes back to my point earlier when I said some of these matchups are going to come. You got to look at the talent, but you've also got to look at the coaching. I'm not saying it was. They're bad coaches, but I'm saying that was a bad coaching decision. Yes,
okay, let me stop y'all. Let me stop y'all right there. Okay. Let me go ahead, Mo.
But from what he brought that up, and he talking about the best player, the best player in the state. I ain't even know nothing about the man for the man to be the best player in the state. I ain't know nothing about him.
No, he wasn't just the best in the state. He was the best in the country. Now we know that
he was the number one ranked receiver by every recruiting base out there in the whole nation.
Now that's fine. Now that's fine. Now let me say this.
His dad probably from Gwinnett County.
He went from Cedar Grove, but I'm gonna say this. How is y'all gonna say that was a bad coaching call? That was not a bad coaching call on that play. Because if you look at the entire game,
you got to go back. You got to go back to a couple plays earlier.
Run Hazelwood stacks. There you go. Run Hazelwood stacks. That defense. Shout out Justin Harris. Justin Harris blanketed that man all game and held him to what? 2 catches.
That's my baby. Shout out to Justin. Y'all, that's my.
So the defense wasn't played to play Hazelwood. That was not the problem. The problem was you just took a lead. I mean, you just went up by 6 points off of a field goal. Why in God's name did you kick the freaking ball to Jalen Hazelwood? It's the issue. You make them run the field with less than a minute instead of letting him run the ball back down to damn near the 20-yard line. So
wait a minute, yo. You got to remember, even though he had that big return, they had 2 or 3 penalties on that drive. There
were two big penalties that got them into that 20-yard line.
There was false starts. There was false starts on the offense that bagged them up because they ran the ball on first down and damn near scored then. They got 2 penalties that bagged them up. But all that did was allow the spacing to throw that slant, because you can't throw that slant on the 5-yard line. You can't throw that. So backing them up was the best thing that happened to him.
Ask Pete Carroll if you can throw a slant at the 5-yard line.
Exactly. Right? The New England Patriots and the Seahawks. So again, you don't throw that. So those penalty was the best thing that happened to Cedar Grove. Again, as a coach, when you're looking at your defense, who held the number one receiver throughout the game to 2 catches, you did okay. You just had to make a decision to not kick that ball. I kicked the son through the field goal, and I make them run 80 yards, 75 yards or whatever to score a touchdown. And we don't even talk about this.
Well, let's move on to something else, because people don't want to hear us always talking about Peach County and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to something else, which like I was saying earlier Thursday, you seem to be in a better mood tonight. Can you tell us why?
Read the comments. Read my comment, and I will check.
I saw it, so explain it to us.
I'm not doing that on air
because you had an attitude. You had an attitude Monday.
And no, what I had an attitude about? No. As I was saying earlier, number one, in confidence and not to betray trust, I could not say that because I was asked not to, so therefore I did not. Number two.
Okay, fine. But when I asked you directly in confidence,
I still wasn't gonna say nothing then.
But it was a private conversation. Listen,
so you're holding out on your brothers, bro?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, I do that all the time with y'all. I don't believe he knew, yo. I do that all the time with y'all.
Oh no! Hey, highlight Bear Van. Shout out Bear Van, man. Pierce County 2A champions. I like Bear Van comment, man.
Man, like that's an issue for us. But do you need the receipts on that Bear Van? So we don't want one. We don't want two off your backs already.
You know what? Listen, I'm gonna ask Bird the same question I asked everybody earlier. A lot of people will deny this, but I'm gonna bring this up again. Classification matters. It matters in football. It matters. Do you agree with that, Mr. Bird?
I mean, I kind of say yes, and I kind of say no. The reason why I say yes and no, I mean, I guess it can be a big factor when it comes around to playoff time, but also I say no because Aquinas earlier this year, we played Greenbrier, a 5A school, and we beat them. We Class A Division II.
Hey, why does man feel on our show talking about Greenbrier, man? Why
man said Greenbrier,
dog? Man, get him out of here.
Greenbrier, dog. Hold on, let me mute my mic.
But yeah, Greenbrier's only won one football game since 2021, so it really don't. That's probably the worst example I could have given. But at that point, though, facts. They 5A, we Class A Division II, and we beat them.
No,
we beat.
Here's a
better example. We took on Savannah Country Day earlier this year. They're 7-3 at AAA school, and we beat them. So, like I said, sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't.
Hey, Mr. Bird, I'm gonna say this. You came on Monday, man. You gave some great stuff. We're happy to have you back tonight. But man, them 24 hours, 48 hours that you've been off, man, you've been doing a little bit too much thinking, man. Because you off your game tonight, bro.
It's playoff time. A lot of scenarios running through my head.
It got you scrambled up bad, bro.
Listen to me.
I've been tinkering too much with my brackets.
Greenbrier is about the worst example that a person could use when trying to say, well, a 2A be a 5 or 6A school. No, sir. No.
What about Savannah Country Day, though? Finished 7-3 in AAA region.
They garbage too, man. When you top in heavy with Christian and Calvary. Okay, you lose those games. You lost to Aquinas. But when you look at the rest of that region that they playing in, yeah, they should have won 7 games. So
what happened?
You got notifications coming in.
That one don't count either.
Listen, let me put it this way. Would Buford schedule Aquinas?
No.
Why?
I think I think too many bigger. I think a school like Buford that's trying to become like a new IMG academy, they're going to always look for bigger and badder fish, I guess you would say. They're not going to look at a single A D2 school. They're going to go out and try to play somebody from the state of Alabama, state of Texas, state of Tennessee. They're going to always got to look for bigger, badder.
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Now maybe
ESPN.
Right. So maybe that wasn't the best question. You saw that Colquitt County scheduled Cedar Grove, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they would have scheduled Cedar Grove if Cedar Grove was, say, a 1A or 2A school? Do you think Colquitt would have scheduled them?
Nah.
Well, I also think a lot of it depends on the success rate of a school. When you're Cedar Grove and you've won how many back-to-back state championships, it's no different than when Elka. Here's a prime example. Elka was always a single A school, just recently moved up to whatever classification they were in. But when they had won 5 straight state championships in Class A, there were a lot of bigger schools that wanted to play them. So I think it also depends on the success rate of a school.
Well,
so when you win back-to-back state titles, people are going to want to try to get the best out of you, regardless of what classification.
When you say larger, I mean, when you talking single A to 3A or 2A to 4A, you know, that's not. I don't look at that much as a big jump, but again, I would have to really look and see have a 7A school ever lined up against a single A. I'm pretty sure it probably have happened, but nah, that ain't happening like that.
A 6A lined up against the single A, Lee County and Crawford County.
Yeah, that ain't have no fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the Crawford County, damn Lee County. Everybody in the Crawford County school system need to be at the unemployment line. They even accept that. You had no business putting them children in that kind of position.
Hey, yo, they got to start with the janitor and work their way on up, man.
I don't know.
How they scheduled that game, bro? They should have never played.
Here's a prime example. Like I said, going back to Elka. Elka back in 2015 won the Class A state championship. Well, earlier in the year, who played against them or who scheduled them? They went to Stockbridge. Stockbridge was what, 5A back in 2015?
Yeah, but were they good back then?
And Stockbridge is Cartwheel right across the street from Elka, so I can see that game. Stockbridge was not that pressure then.
But Stockbridge only beat them 28-21. That's
what was Stockbridge good back then.
Stockbridge was not that pressure then. Check Stockbridge record in 14 when you're speaking on that.
Huh? Stockbridge went 12-1 that year, so they were still good that year.
They had Cox playing back then.
Who?
The Cox kid was playing back. No, not the Cox kid. What's the kid that line on that line?
Charles Wiley. Brenton Cox.
Yeah, he played there, but no, they had a lineman back then, a dude named Charles Wiley. That's who it was playing back then, causing havoc. Stockbridge was good back then because Stockbridge had a stick back then.
Man, they showed it. They went 12-1. They won the region.
Yeah, after Brandon Cox left, that's when they fell off.
I'll tell you who I confused with Henry County.
They've been good since 2011, man.
And here's another
I confused them with Henry County.
Elka against, like I said, when you win 5 straight state championships, no matter what classification, people are going to try to get the best out of you. And in 2017, there was a team out of Tennessee. I think it was Knoxville Catholic, I believe. They were like a Class 5A team in Tennessee and wanted to schedule Elka. Knoxville went on to win a state championship in 5A for the state of Tennessee, but still wanted to play Elka. And Elka beat the hell out of them 55-10. So I think a lot of it has to do with your current success.
Now, you're right about that. Eagles Landing Christian, or ELCA, they were pretty good. What has happened to them the past couple of years?
The coach left.
I think they were on a 5-year straight. They were on a 5-year state championship run, and then they finally got beat by Prince Avenue Christian that year. They had Brock Vandergrift playing quarterback, and since then they've always kind of been middle of the road or kind of like quarterfinalists. They haven't won a state championship since then.
Nah, the coach left. That's what happened. Coach left. Geese left. That's what happened.
Where'd he end up?
Ain't he at Hebron?
Where'd he end up going to? Where that?
Ain't he at Hebron?
Yeah, at Hebron right now. That's where he's at right now, Hebron.
Y'all better be careful in that first round game, then.
No, we beat him last year. We ain't worried about that.
I mean, but your Wizard friend said that Hebron gonna score 24 points on y'all. I mean, that's a red flag.
But I got a question for you, Thirst.
What's up?
Cedar Grove last year was better than this year, right?
Defensive side of the ball.
But every side of the ball. Every side of the ball.
You ain't gonna let me shake hands and kiss no baby?
No, you ain't gonna get away with that one, bro.
All right. Cedar Grove was a better team last year than
better
this year.
team. So yeah, it might be a different story. Now, granted, Hebron Christian was a better team last year, especially with that quarterback. Yeah, now playing Gainesville.
Yeah. Now with them losing that quarterback going to Gainesville, that hurt Hebron Christian badly. The thing about Hebron Christian, just because they beat who was that, Stevens County last week, I don't think it was because of Hebron Christian. I think it was because of Stevens County just resting starters.
Can I ask you a question?
Coach Q said they didn't rest.
What if Hebron pulls off the upset? What would be said then?
Boy, y'all might see me dancing butt naked on a line.
I'm just saying, what were y'all
be dancing butt naked while you're walking back? What will be said? It all depends on how it plays out.
Hey, if he's dancing butt naked on the next live, just don't even send me the invite.
I know that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Bird. I tried to veer away from it by asking Thursday, what would they do if they lost to Hebron? But I'm kind of concerned if the Wizards is saying that Hebron can put up 24 on Cedar Grove. I mean, as you advance in the later rounds of the playoffs, that's not looking too good, brother. What you think?
Honestly, I don't expect them to put up 24. I expect them to put up 14 at the most. That's just my opinion. Because, like I said, they don't have the type of offense or production that they had last year. I don't see it happening. I really don't.
I mean, I know Cedar Grove has a dynamic quarterback, a dynamic running back. I mean, they got weapons, you know what I mean? But I think a lot of people are questioning their defense this year.
And that's why I say, when you look at the defense, they gave up, 14 to Carver last week. Was it Carver? Yeah, Carver. Them 14 came in garbage time. So I don't expect Hebron Christian to put up no more than 14 points. That's just me. I don't see it.
To me, this year, Cedar Grove reminds me a lot about that Eagles Landing Christian Academy team back in 2015 when Eagles Landing made it to the playoffs that year. They had a record of like 6-4, and everyone kind of like counted them out. But they had played last year. They played Stockbridge in the regular season. They had played tough competition all year, and they cleaned house all the way to the state championship. Ended up playing Aquinas in the state title, won 35-14. So that's what Cedar Grove kind of gives me that vibe this year. I mean, they've played Westlake, they played Mill Creek, they played Cocoa County. They have seen the best of the best the state of Georgia has to offer this year. And I think,
but you see, Bird, none of us are counting them out, though. We're not counting out Cedar Grove. We actually yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, I've said that's what classification I believe sometimes will matter, but sometimes won't matter. The real question is the real answer will be next year. Classification matters when we see they throw all the private schools from Class A up to AAA and throw them in one playoff. That's when we'll really see this classification matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think with the movement, with some teams scrambling to move up, that was just saying something to me. Like, for example, Cedar Grove moved from 2A to 3A. They were projected to go home, so to speak. They played in 2A for 20 years, right? They played in 3A for 20 years. So either way, they're home, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
for them to be in 2A, it would have mattered. And I know some people would disagree with that, but it would have mattered. The Lego set just wouldn't hit the same. I really feel like the way their program is constructed, it would have trailed off after 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out, though, why y'all keep thinking it's all about football, but it ain't.
Man, come on, bro. That's what we talk over here, football.
No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But at the end of the day,
when we were dragging Appleton County and Pierce County when
it's not all about the football.
Now you want to come in talking about it ain't just about football. You weren't saying that then when we were dragging Appleton and Pierce for doing the same thing. Oh, it wasn't about it was strictly about football. I didn't hear you say then what you're saying now.
They did it for travel cost purposes, and that was understandable because all their teams dropped down, so they might as well join.
But you didn't
now you understand it. Now you understand it, bro. You ain't understand the wolf down.
Y'all knew I understood
the wolf down last year.
Y'all knew I understood it because it was common sense.
Again.
It was common sense.
Who do I got winning? Who do I got? I see Tito asked who I got winning 2A. I got the Thompson Bulldogs.
Yeah, me too, Tito. I got Thompson. You know.
Okay. Y'all got it wrong.
Y'all gonna be disappointed.
Appleton
Y'all gonna be disappointed. Is it gonna be Appleton or Pierce?
No, Pierce County.
Okay, but I see the redirect, but just don't have double standards, Thirsty. That's all I'm saying.
Who got double standards? Now at the same, okay, we do double standards all day because we say one thing on live and say another thing backstage. So we understand what's going on. We get that.
Speak for yourself, Thirst. Speak for yourself.
We get that. Speak for yourself, man. House Bill 5250. You speak for yourself.
Emmett, I didn't pick every team from the Augusta area. I said that I didn't pick every team from the Augusta area. I said Burke County would get past round 1, but then I said their revenge tour was going to end in Bainbridge.
Mr. Bird, that is a troll. His name is really Jeremy Williams. You really have to ignore him. He says stuff and he throws it against the wall to see if it'll stick. You just really have to ignore him. He just said that. I mean, and
he just said I picked every team from the Augusta area. I'm the one, and I also did.
It doesn't have to make sense.
He said I pick every team from the Augusta area, and he didn't. He obviously hadn't been on long enough when I said that Evans is going to get smashed by Woodward Academy 56-7.
Hey, just don't waste your time. That's all we're trying to tell you. Don't even waste your time with that kid.
He was on here when you said that.
I'm also the one who on Monday night called that I think Thomasville is going to come into Harlem later, and they're going to come into Harlem and upset Harlem in round 1.
What he is trying to do, it has no rhyme or reason, Mr. Bird. He heard everything you said. He's just going to say that because he's a turtle. It doesn't matter.
He's a turtle.
And I mean, what I'm saying is you make perfectly good sense, but he does not. So
that's good. That's good. And I don't know if y'all saw today, but GPB Sports actually put out a pretty cool little article about Glasscock County and their football program, about their whole history. And something I learned about Glasscock County today, they actually do hold a national record for high school football. It's not a good one to hold, but they do hold one.
Most losses.
Yep, exactly. They lost 82 games in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah.
No, just say what that is. That's damn right awful.
Yeah, but that's you know what? They made the state playoffs the first time in program history, and you know what? They deserve to be happy about that.
Well, we did give them their roses. We congratulated them, and if they get their first victory in the playoffs, that's it.
Don't push that nerve on me. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'm just going too far right now.
He called him Ricky Bobby.
Hey, my Fighting Irish are gonna be full on ready for them Panthers on Friday night.
Hey, now Bird, we're gonna be fair to you now. Now you becoming part of the panel now. If for any reason Glasscock wins that game, you got to be ready for it, man.
Oh, he on the back of a milk cart. We will not see Bird no more.
I'll save my receipt and I'll come on here and say I was wrong.
All right. No, it's gonna be a little more than that right there for you, buddy. I'm letting you know right now.
Hey, like I said, at one point in time, Aquinas was in the exact same position that Glasscock County was in. Aquinas didn't make the state playoffs until 2004 for the first time in their program, so we know exactly what they're going through. We know the emotions that they're going to be facing. They're going to feel they've got something to prove, and we feel we're going to get their absolute best on Friday night, and that is what our boys have prepared for. We're not thinking it's going to be an easy game. We're going in there thinking no different than a Greene County or a Sly County. That's the mindset we got and that we have put in our boys' heads for Friday night.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I need to pivot right quick. We have some people missing, and this is very serious. The show is about to take a serious tone. I apologize. This is breaking news. Chris County, where y'all at? Carver, Columbus, where y'all at?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, they'll be here Friday night.
Just saying. Hot out the presses.
Where are y'all?
Went missing.
Where are y'all? J-Bo, fam. This is OG, remember? Where you at, man? Where y'all at? Come on now. See, this is what I'm talking about. All year long. Even every now and then they'll take a jab at Peach County. Not so much Carver. They ain't never really took a jab at her. But I haven't seen no Go Tigers, no Big Chris, but nothing in the comments. I mean, if the Adam Smashers out of Johnson Savannah can appeal to play up in 3A and another school called Beach, how come Carver, Columbus, and Chris County didn't do it? I'm confused by that. Can somebody help me out with that? Carver, Atlanta, where y'all at?
Where in the world?
Where are these people? You thought we forgot about y'all because we've been talking about Cedar Grove all day? I mean, y'all must have thought I forgot. Y'all must have forgot who I am. I didn't forget Carver, Columbus, Chris County, Carver, Atlanta. Where are y'all? Where you at?
Boy, y'all hell.
Breaking news.
I mean, do they think they just gonna drop down to 2A and finally get that? Carver has a state title, I think.
They do.
What I'm saying is, do they think it's gonna be sweet down in 2A or something? I mean, come on, somebody help me out. Where are these people tonight? I haven't seen no what's up, fam. Hey, y'all coming to Columbus? Or y'all coming down here? Or y'all gonna come pick some watermelons out of our patch? I mean, where these people at, man?
J-Bo was here earlier. He did check in and he said, "What's up, fam?"
That's all he said? He gone? Is he gone? Oh man,
I ain't got nothing to say about J-Bo. J-Bo, my boy.
He family. But all I'm saying, where the crew at from Carver? Where y'all at? Y'all owe us an explanation. How come?
Hey, somebody highlight this shit. This your answer right here, Joe. That's your answer.
Oh, that's a good one, Shane. That's a good one, Shane. They created a 2A group. Now, I know 2A may not find that funny. I understand it. But listen, y'all are missing right now. You're on the back of a milk carton. Where are your people? Y'all are in the playoffs in 3A and we can't find y'all. Oh, man, we ain't listening to y'all show. Y'all talk about see, don't come with excuses. Y'all were joking, poking ribs all season long. The deadline has come and gone. You did not appeal to go back up to 3A. You're gonna be in 2A for the next 3 years. Where are y'all? Can y'all help me find these people? This is very serious.
No,
we might need to organize a search party, Jess.
I know we don't. No, let their ass stay. When they stay gone, we're fine. You know what I'm saying? If they saying we don't know what we talking about and we doing all this other shit, just let them stay gone.
Hey, Myra said they in Cancun.
They somewhere. See, this is why classification matters. See, there's a word that's been thrown around in the group today, a 4-letter word, SHAME. What does that word spell, people?
Shame.
And now we got to put out an Amber Alert. Don't come in the group tomorrow, talk about I had to work. Don't try to come in the weekend. My team won their first round playoff game and your team lost. I don't want to hear it. You're missing right now. Where are you?
Hey, I think that triplet gonna go holler at his brother. He gonna try to get them on. He should be tagging them in a minute.
I'm sure he will be, but again, if they don't like what we put out or what we say, they can get the hell on and stay that way.
Hey, I like Pat Turman. He came with that smoke on Monday night. He really did.
He said something earlier today. He said if Cedar Grove lose the Hebron Christian, they stadium gonna look like Morris Brown Stadium tomorrow.
No.
Oh my God,
that's a good one right there. But it ain't gonna happen, so I ain't worried about that.
And y'all know what they film at Morris Brown Stadium, right?
Drumline, right?
That's Clark, Atlanta. They filmed The Walking Dead at Morehouse. You
know what else? You know what else they filmed at Morris Brown Stadium?
What?
We Are Marshall.
Oh,
how about that? Okay.
Yeah, but that was before the oh my goodness, it's so sad. I don't know if y'all have been over there.
Oh, it's depressing.
It is depressing, and it was a beautiful stadium.
You know what else they filmed over there too, right?
They did film a little bit of Drumline in Morris Brown because they did the actual football game against Morris Brown. They were in the Morris Brown Stadium.
Yeah, they did. They sure did.
You know what else they did?
The majority of it, was in the other one. It was in the other one.
Yeah,
you know the other movie they filmed at Morris Brown?
What?
Hot Body 19.
Okay, be quiet.
Boy, you stupid, Cole.
And I'm sure Snow on the Bluff was in there somewhere too.
Nope, but I damn sure was.
Be quiet. Just hush. Did I tell y'all I had a flat tire in the Bluff one day? Woo!
In the Bluffs?
Yes, buddy. But guess what? I was on 3 wheels getting the hell up out of there. I went somewhere safe and called. I said, if I mess up my wheel, I just do. But I will not stay here.
Well, probably. Old J keep up. Matter of time, you have 4 on gone.
It's sure enough. Okay, guys. So, do we have anything else to discuss tonight? Because,
yeah, Jess, we got one more thing. I don't like how when the heat gets turned up on a certain team, there's always deflection. when they lost the state title in a controversial fashion, guess what? Deflection. When they almost went to 2-way for the next 3 years, guess what? Deflection. They don't like when the jokes are coming and when it stick, but we'll be on the front line. If Peach kind of come up short, Chris kind of Pierce album, they'll readily throw jokes around. But when the jokes on them, they deflect. They deflect. And I'm sick of it. But that's all I want to say. I want to tell everybody thank you for listening. Bird, thank you again for another strong showing. Yo, Jess, Mo Thirsty.
Absolutely. If y'all want me back next week, I'll make sure not to think about anything too much, and I'll come back stronger.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bird.
We're about to do a question, right?
Like I told y'all, round two is when things are going to get really interesting and when the discussions are going to start flying out. And so I'd love to be a part of it again.
I appreciate that. And I also say Malik has a question. Welcome, Malik. He says, what's the prediction on Ware versus Decatur? I think we got the Wizard has Ware County winning that.
Handedly.
Handily. But if you want to see the exact score, if you go to the Friday Night Lights podcast page, the Wizard put his predictions for every classification from AJC Top 10. So you can check that out. Oh my goodness, Thirsty, you a snitch?
Nah, I just don't tell y'all everything, and y'all know that.
Well, now we know going forward, bro, that you ain't all in with her like we thought you were.
Because I'm not breaking confidence with the relationships I built. So therefore, I'm gonna do what I got to do to maintain them relationships for the show.
Dante, we've already talked about Peach County. If you would like to, when the show is over, you can go back and then you can hear everything that we had to say. Thanks.
There was a lot to be said on Peach County.
Yeah, so just go back.
Thank you, Bird.
That'll teach you to be late. So, what do we have right here?
Oh shit! I forgot what the question of the day was from
Okay,
Monday.
I'll tell you what it is. So we got the question of the day. Are we going with this?
Well, let's go ahead and do the what's on the screen right now. Let me maximize my screen. Is that the player of the year?
Yes.
Since it's up on the screen, go ahead and do that.
Okay, this was
that's not the question that I saw, Dante. Again, if you would like to know about Peach County or Thomas County Central,
you can
go back to when this show is over. Other than that, don't know what to tell you. Just trying to figure out, since we don't know what the hell we doing, why you on here anyway. But yes,
let's let Mo get this up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, this is everybody who was nominated for Player of the Week on the offense and defensive coach. So on offense, we had KJ. We had KJ Spears from y'all see it. Y'all see it. So this everybody we had. And hold on one second. Let me switch it up real quick. And I'm gonna show y'all for the people that voted what it came out to be. Hold on one second.
Bring some fresh peaches to Savannah, please. God bless America.
It was 333 responses for the player of the year. And hold on.
I have a feeling that the two people I voted for, the two people that end up winning it.
Okay, so this is what it turned out to be for offense. So the winner for offense that was voted is Amir Dorm, Greene County running back. He had 127 votes at 38.1%.
Congratulations, Amari.
Yep, there's that Region 8 right there.
And on defense, it was Chris C.J. Strauss. He had 264 votes at 79.3%.
CJ Cry out of Lincoln County, another Region 8. Yeah, that's me. Yep, that's them.
Oh, that's where he's from.
Yep, Lincoln County. That's the offensive player of the year was from Greene County, and CJ Cricht's from. Or sorry, my bad. Yeah, Amari's from Greene County, and CJ Cricht is from Lincoln County. Both in the same region.
Okay, and
Class A Division II, Region 8. CJ Cricht, and he's an underclassman too.
And Coach of the Year came to Charlie Waters, Jenkins County.
Congratulations.
He had more votes than the coach from Thomas County Central. So that's for the votes.
Well, congratulations to all the winners. That's awesome.
And I'll give credit where credit's due to the coach from Jenkins County. Jenkins County has never really had the big time success that they have, but going 9-1, it's pretty awesome to see them do that. Especially from Millen, Georgia. Millen's a ghost town.
Shout out to Country Wayne.
Marquise, I agree. CJ Cry is absolutely the real deal, and I can't wait to see him play again next year. And like I said, he's only a junior this year, so we'll get to see how much better he is next year.
Okay, that's awesome. So it is 10 after 9. Do y'all remember the question of the day for Shan? Who's winning on the board? Yo won the regular season, and it will be Yo, Barry, Courtney, Jeremy, and Jamie Domini going into the playoffs with the Wizard, and then everybody else can just play just for play. Let's see. So the question of the day, guys, do y'all remember what the question of the day was last Monday that I asked y'all to think about? The question was, with regard to the NFL Hall of Fame, what players have not made it into the Hall of Fame that you think should be there? Anybody?
Sorry, I was getting a message. What was the question again?
Out of the for the NFL Hall of Fame, are there any players that have not made it to the Hall that you think are worthy?
Wow, that's a good question.
I got to think right now, like who's not in the Hall of Fame right now that should be.
Greg Lloyd.
That's a good one. Greg Lloyd. Mike Herbie Terrell is already in the Hall. He just didn't go to the Hall of Fame.
I mean, off the top of my head, I mean Reggie Wayne. I think Reggie Wayne needs to be in Hall of Fame.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, Fred Taylor. That's a good pick.
Yeah, Fred Taylor. Let's see, who else do we see?
Marshawn Lynch.
I think Marshawn Lynch will eventually be there. I think that he probably just needs a few more years.
Yeah,
honestly, if there's someone that I really believe needs to be in there because he was such an underrated defensive lineman, Dwight Freeney. I think Dwight Freeney deserves a spot.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. Christopher Sloan said Jack Tatum. Tony Battle says Williams Andrew. I think Marshawn Lynch will get there. He just has to get the years. I don't know if he'll be first year ballot. Like Terrell Owens, I think should have been a first year ballot Hall of Famer, but because he's just not likable, they wouldn't vote for him.
Is Hines Ward in the Hall of Fame yet?
I think he is. Don't laugh at me, y'all. But what about is Jesse Tuggle? What do y'all think about him?
Should be.
He was great. I think he should be. Well, let me ask you this. I know his body of work is short because he got injured. But what do y'all think of Sterling Sharp?
Definitely.
Yeah, he definitely should be in. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're gonna say Reggie Wayne, you cannot say Sterling Sharp don't deserve to be.
Oh no, Sterling Sharp definitely deserves to be.
Let's see. Mike Alstott, Jaquez Green. No.
Shan, stop, baby. No, baby.
What about Andre Johnson?
Andre Johnson from the Texans?
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. When Jess and I first spoke this, here's the thing. Wide receivers back in the day, in a heavily ran offense, everybody ran the ball. It was easy to put up those kind of numbers to make Hall of Fame. Now, wide receivers these days are stupid numbers. You know, I don't know if he meet that criteria of making Hall of Fame after. Now, you look at his number versus some of the older 80s and 70 players who made Hall of Fame as receivers. His numbers would probably surpass, but it's just his time and his era. Now, I got a text message from a YouTube listener, Ricky Waters and Roger Craig. Now, I can agree with Roger Craig. I'm not beat on Ricky Waters.
Christian Okoye.
Is Mike Vick's not in it yet, is he?
No,
he's not.
I think Mike Vick deserves a spot there. I honestly think that Michael Vick deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame. People are going to look at him for his off-the-field antics. I think that's the only thing that may keep him out. But when you look at what he did for the game of football, Michael Vick, in my opinion, changed the game of football. No one had ever seen a quarterback run and be able to do things that he did when he came into the game. I think he literally changed the game of football because after he came along, that's when we really saw the development of the quarterback position. So I think he deserves an NFL Hall of Fame spot eventually. Once they decide to put him up in a ballot.
Yeah, Jamal Anderson is definitely not a Hall of Famer, bro.
Jamal.
I just looked up. Hines Ward is not in the NFL Hall of Fame just yet. I think he deserves to be though.
Yeah, he definitely deserves. What do y'all think about Jamal Lewis?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
I don't know about that one either.
I don't know if he'll be first. I don't know if he'll be first ballot, but I think eventually he may get in there, but definitely not first ballot. Not like it's, honestly, Tom Brady deserves it. Tom Brady deserves it now.
Yeah, he'll get in.
Well, we know he going. It's just a matter of time. He going into the Hall of Fame. He's a shoe-in.
Yeah.
What do you think about Devin Hester?
Devin Hester, yes, one of the greatest return men of all time. Absolutely, Devin Hester.
Percy Harvin and Chris Johnson.
Maybe Percy Harvin's a maybe. Chris Johnson did have that one solid year where he rushed for over 2,000. But I don't know. I don't know about Chris Johnson. I mean, if we're talking running backs, I say Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, he deserved it. Yep.
AD all day definitely deserves it.
Dwayne says Priest Holmes.
He was good. Priest Holmes,
City, right? He was playing for Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this.
Y'all talking good people, but when you talking Hall of Fame though, like I don't know about that.
Well, what about Ocho Cinco? Y'all think he got a number?
Definitely.
Yeah, he
definitely be.
Ocho Cinco deserves it, and I think the day that he does get elected, he needs to wear that exact same jacket that he wore on the sidelines when he put that on. It said Hall of Fame 20 question mark. He needs to wear that exact trench coat.
Yes. Okay.
What about Bo Jackson?
Definitely. Short in career and all. Bo Jackson, just like he just spoke about Michael Vick. Bo Jackson was a game changer.
Yep.
Like, it was stupid what Bo Jackson was doing.
I remember seeing, because, my brother was a huge Raiders fan, so that was what was on television.
That was. Cole still is a Raiders fan.
Yeah, he is a huge Raiders fan, but I just remember it was on the television, and I remember the play where he got hit on his hip.
Yeah, it was against the Bengals.
Yeah, they caught him from behind and kind of pulled him down.
Yeah, it was ugly. Marquis says, what about Jamal Charles, who used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs?
What about him?
Yeah, Rick Williams was good.
Jamal Charles, to me, kind of reminds me kind of like a Chris Johnson. Like, there was like a 1 or 2 year span where he was dynamite.
Yeah.
He was never really consistent like an Adrian Peterson or like a Bo Jackson.
That's why I say when you're talking good running backs that had seasons, but when you're talking about longevity of a career to make Hall of Fame numbers, it's amazing to rush for 2,000 yards. But that's one season. That don't define you as a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Like I said, Chris Johnson ran for like a little bit over 2,000 yards that 1 year, but then the very next year, when everybody expected him to do the same thing, he barely made 1,000 yards. I mean, literally half his production went down. And then since then, you had to put him on a milk carton.
Uh-huh.
They literally even made a fantasy football commercial about him. Like when he picked up his dry cleaning, he ran out to his car, and there was a police officer putting a ticket on his car, giving him a parking ticket. He runs out. He goes, "Hold on the hunt." The cop looks and goes, "Mm-hmm. Now you want to run?"
Sure.
Yeah. So, question: Did Derek? Oh gosh, Kansas City Chiefs.
Derek Thomas.
Yeah. Did he make?
I think he is in the Hall.
Did he make it before he passed or after?
No, I think he went in after the fact.
Okay.
He was still playing when he passed, so he could have.
If we're talking any other strange position, I think Rob Gronkowski eventually needs to go as well. Tight end.
But back to what y'all said about Tom Brady. Never mind, we can get into that conversation.
We can get into this. Look who just showed up.
Oh, well, look at that big crisp.
Look at who just showed up. Bird. See, Bird, I like Bird. See how Bird, he's stepping right with a look who just showed up. Man, come on, man. Really?
Hey, how you get the memo, twin? Your triplet must text you.
It must have been that Amber Alert you put out.
That's a good one, Patrick. He said Eddie George.
Oh yeah.
Borderline.
I don't know. I think he
borderline.
Yeah, he right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to get in the NFL.
Here's another funny one. How about Torrey Holt? wide receiver.
Oh yeah,
couple of great years doing those Super Bowl runs, but again, I don't know.
Wait, is Barry Sanders not in the Hall of Fame yet?
I think Barry is in the Hall.
What about Thigpen? What about Thigpen?
Austin Thigpen?
Yeah.
Who?
Austin Thigpen.
Yeah, Isaac Bruce was good.
Isaac Bruce, he played for the Saints. I remember that.
Oh.
He played with the Rams too, didn't he?
Didn't he?
The Rams.
Oh, the Rams. Well, who played
Joe
with the
Horn? Joe Horn was a good
Horn.
Saint receiver, but he's not Hall of Famer.
Isaac Bruce was good, man. He played under Kurt Warner, right?
Yeah,
Kurt
that's
Warner.
who it was. I knew it was somebody.
Is Andre Rison in there? Is Andre Rison in there?
He won't. Nah, he probably
won't
make
it. But
that was one I talked to Jess about. Andre Rison was top 5 in receiving in the NFL during his time, but that was 1 or 2 years, and then he went missing after the left eye debacles. So yeah, he don't have Hall of Fame numbers.
Oh yeah, let me tell y'all who Yo said should go into the Hall of Fame.
Hey, I think there's one more that I forgot about. How about the judge, Lester Hayes, cornerback for the Raiders?
Best cornerback ever played the game, minus Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say I have him up there with Deion and Darrell Revis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al Toon, he played for the Jets, right? Who's Al Toon? Yeah.
Al Toon was a great Jets receiver, not Hall of Famer.
So this is who Yo said should get into the Hall of Fame. I don't think he's gonna make it, but Big Play Ray.
That's my boy.
Ray Buchanan.
Check Ray Buchanan numbers as a cornerback. But when you start talking about great cornerbacks that hadn't made the Hall of Fame, it's going to definitely be hard for Ray Buchanan to make it. But as a cornerback, Ray Buchanan put up Hall of Fame numbers. When you look at his interceptions, when you look at his pass breakups, when you look at his tackles, and he hate to tackle.
Yeah. Andre Reed, he played for the Bills. I used to love him. Gosh.
What y'all think? What about Clay Matthews? Y'all remember him? Green Bay
Definitely
Packers?
a Hall of Famer.
Green
That
Bay
was one of the.
Yeah.
Oh
Scott
no,
Casey.
I'm talking about his dad.
Scott Casey.
No. Scott Casey as a Falcon safety? Hell no. I'm talking about Clay Matthews' father for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay. Ed Reed, you talking about? Didn't Ed Reed in the Hall already?
Yeah, Ed Reed already there.
Okay, so it was somebody I was thinking about.
Ed Reed was God, what year was he inducted? He was class of 2019. Yeah, I'm gonna say he was within the last 4 years.
Herbie, go to sleep. He said Scott Case.
Oh, Ed Reed gave one of the greatest halftime speeches ever.
Yeah, go to sleep, Scott. Go to sleep, Herbie. He said Scott Case. Go to sleep.
And in my opinion, Ed Reed played for the greatest college football team of all time.
Miami Hurricanes.
If you're talking about team, not programs, but teams, 2001.
2001.
Yes, I agree, and I hate Miami.
I'm not usually a big Miami fan just because I just no affiliation with them. But 2001 Miami Hurricanes, the greatest college football team of all time.
Is that the team that lost to Ohio State?
Yes. They lost to Ohio State on probably one of the worst pass interference calls I've ever seen.
Man, it was awful, man.
Oh, that was so awful.
What about Steve Largent? Is he in?
That's a good question. I think he's already in.
Steve Largent is a Hall of Famer, and again, that would be a perfect example of what I spoke on when I said receivers back then. You know, you look at the numbers of, say, your Reggie Wayne, your Isaac Bruce, and Torrey Holt. I mean, they putting up Steve Largent, if not better than Steve Largent's number. But at that time, a wide receiver to catch, 10,000 yards was unheard of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Chad said that's a man.
Here's
Al said Jason Sehorn for New York, the New York Football Giants. That Jason
I wouldn't give a damn. He played for the damn the Jolly Green Giant. That man is not a damn Hall of Famer.
Herschel Walker for college, yes, but not the pros. Not Herschel. Not for the pros.
Herschel Walker decided to forego the NFL and go with the USFL, like New Jersey Generals.
Yeah, that was some old Donald Trump stuff, wasn't it?
Yep, I think he was an advocate for the league, and he was actually the owner of the New Jersey. That's why Herschel Walker and Donald Trump are such good friends.
Such good friends.
But you know that league had some talent in it. Didn't Warren Moon play in that league for a while?
He was in the Canadian League. Mm-hmm. And I think he did play in the USFL.
Yeah, and somebody else played.
But the USFL only lasted 3 years, so they probably took the best from them and went to the NFL. I mean, Kurt Warner was an arena football player. Now he's in the Hall of Fame.
Is Randall Cunningham in the Hall?
Should be if he's not.
LT's not. Wait, did she say Lawrence?
Lawrence Taylor is in the
Lawrence Taylor is in the Hall.
I'm talking about Randall Cunningham.
LT.
Yeah. Randall Cunningham should be if he's not. But Lawrence Taylor should definitely. I think he's definitely in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he probably was first ballot. I'm sure that's
they probably damn made his jacket when he was still playing.
Yes.
They probably did the same thing. They probably did the same thing for Tom Brady once he won his 4th ring. They're like, "Yep, let's just go."
Speaking of Brady, Herbie says Doug Flutie.
In what?
I mean, that was the beginning of the Patriots run when they benched Doug.
Hey, I wouldn't give a shit. Doug Flutie in what? Hall of Fame in what?
I
thought Warren Moon was already in.
He shouldn't. He definitely should be.
Yeah, Warren Moon is definitely a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie is a damn. He's a game show answer now. Who was the quarterback before Tom Brady?
Yeah. Pat said he was just joking about Herschel. Yeah, I know you. We know you were joking. Al said Javon Curse. Tony says Guy McIntyre.
Yeah, I can see that. But I'm trying to go back. What did that man talk about Javon Curse for?
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
In what? You know what? Y'all just naming football players now.
Look, Ward done.
Y'all just naming football players now.
I would say, I think they're just starting to name people.
Yeah, okay. Tony Graziani. Goddamn Bobby Abel.
Jeff Hospital.
Yes. Come on, man.
Your man said Bobby Abel. I remember him.
Man, that was
let's just go ahead and throw Vic Beasley in there. Why don't
I know, right?
Hey, how about Jeff George?
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Jeff George had one of the strongest arms ever played the game, boy. That big could throw the country mile.
Benny Testaverde.
Randy Kosa.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, I got another one. Yeah, let's throw Spike in there. Y'all remember Spike?
Spike.
Yeah, he was the best player in that movie, Little Giants.
Oh wow.
Hey, Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
Yeah.
Willie Beeman, hell.
Yeah, Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman for the Hall of Fame.
Willie Beeman was the original Michael Vick.
I know, right?
Yes, he was. Oh, yeah, can't forget Rudy.
I know.
Black Star.
You're talking about a movie that upset me so much. I watched that whole movie only for him to get in on the last play of the last game of his eligibility. I said, throw the whole movie away.
Hey, Coach Herman Boone, the Denzel version.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Right. Forrest Gump. Tito said Forrest Gump. You daggone right.
Hey, Forrest Gump was a heck of a return man.
That's sure right.
Was. Okay, so EP is telling me I got to end the show, guys. So we just thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Just stay tuned with regard to the
say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. EP says Saturday night. somebody else said, is it Friday and Saturday night or just Saturday night? Y'all tell me. But y'all just hang around.
Tuned. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, just stay tuned. And thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Mr. Burt, for hanging out with us again tonight. Shout out to the Wizard for his predictions.
Thank y'all for having me again. If y'all want me back next week, like I said, I'd love to be a part of round 2 discussions. Like I said, that's when it's going to get interesting.
Yeah,
we might have you on,
especially if Peach County gets past Savannah Christian, then I'll come back and eat some crow.
No.
Even if Savannah Christian wins, still come on back and sit a spell.
Absolutely. And I won't think too much next week. I'm just gonna roll with it.
Please don't, because I'm getting your ass out of here next week.
Don't pay no attention to him, Mr. Bird.
All right, everybody have a good night. Thank y'all.
Have a good night, guys.